A game I have very much enjoyed for a number of reasons. Village, I liked a lot better than 7, especially going through 7 again recently. It was very interesting to just see where 7 was and to see where Village was. And as I was telling chat before we started, well, I'm up like super early. It's like actually like 9 a.m. Like I'm never up this early. I'm usually asleep by now, so it's weird. I don't like being up early in the morning. Remember, I somehow didn't have a Village VOD, even though I streamed like Shadows Arose like the weekend it came out. Apparently just don't have this. So before we get info about a potential Resident Evil 9, information that might be changing in Resident Evil 5 remake, something like that, I figured why not go through Resident Evil Village again? I thought it'd be really cool. Thought it'd be kind of awesome. Let me make sure that my audio settings are not bad. I'm at 30%. Okay, so that's fine. Another 40k discussion? It can be. We are going to be going. I'm on New Game Plus. 3 hours 33 minutes is what I could do. Like God. We will be doing New Game Plus, Village of Shadows. We'll do first play. We'll do first person. I had to do third person. I wanted to play this on my Steam Deck, but then I remembered I don't have a VOD.
Long ago, a young girl went with her mother to pick berries for her
it skipped
father,
this on the Steam Deck.
who was hard at work.
Huh.
But the forest greeted them with a dark, cold silence, the bushes empty. Yet determined to find the berries, the rascal broke free from Mother's grasp and vanished into the trees. Mother's worried cries faded fast as the girl ran on, over vine and under branch, and into the forest deep. Feeling strange eyes upon her, the girl recalled Mother's scary bedtime tales, and her throat became bone dry. Then the Bat Lord appeared. He greeted her warmly and bit his own wing.
Domitresque.
"Come, child, quench your thirst," he said. So she drank the thick, dark blood and smiled with joy.
Metal AF.
Passing through the graveyard, menacing storm clouds loomed, and the air turned bitingly cold. The girl was shivering in her thin clothes.
This is, what's her face?
Appeared, and with a click of his fingers, crafted mist into a beautiful
What,
dress.
Benevierde or whatever her name is?
"Come, child, warm yourself," he coaxed. So she clothed herself and smiled with joy.
This is Moreau.
Across waters deep and ominous she went, hoping a boat she found would carry her home. But hunger's grip tightened and her heart grew heavy. Then the Fish King appeared and offered one of his many fins. "Come, child, eat your fill." So the girl ate and smiled with joy once more. Continuing on, she soon entered the forest's dark heart. Then an iron steed appeared, bearing a beautiful golden gear. The creature said nothing as the girl approached and snatched what she thought was another gift. The horse grew angry and summoned the other monsters. Terror filled the girl's heart as the wild wind rose around the beasts. Suddenly, a witch appeared, dark, yet regal.
And that's Mother Miranda. I really like it. Like, it's kind of like the Dark Souls 1 intro, right?
Gave, but more you took, she snarled. So more in turn is due. In a blink, the girl was trapped inside a mirror.
Ah, yes, I understand this. I understand this child falls asleep to really dark stories.
She's asleep.
What is with the creepy story? She's only 6 months old.
Woman at the store said it was traditional. A local tale. Besides, Rose doesn't seem to mind.
Because she doesn't understand it. Thank God.
Nah, it's great.
We moved here so that she wouldn't have to deal with any of that, remember?
There's nothing wrong with my memory. You're
That
just
make-
being paranoid.
That makes sense, considering, spoiler,
Never mind. I'm sorry.
her
But I'm
snapping.
not paranoid. I'm just cautious.
Then, go cautiously take your daughter to bed. I'll finish dinner.
So, there's actually something I want to point out from the scene I've seen from the new Death Island movie with Chris. I haven't watched the whole thing. I actually do want to actually watch it. I want to bring up specifically
To remember it.
the interaction I've been very critical on ever since I started playing this game.
Did you say something?
Nothing. I'll put her down.
Do not kick the baby. I would love to live in this house. There'd be so many Warhammer minis. So many.
They're there. It's like I said to your mom. That book's too
Random
scary
bats in
for
Dark
you.
Forest. Absolutely. You know, I'm sure there might be a German, like, parable, fable, or some sort of German story about it. I mean, you have to remember, like,
Almost there, honey.
German kids' stories are built different. Like, oh my god, Germany, please. Oh yeah, the achievement with the ball, you have to, like, get it downstairs or something like that. Oh, I remember that, yeah. Same with Death Island. I'm gonna get to that in a minute.
Don't you worry.
There's an interaction with
Downstairs.
Chris that I want to
Don't let
point
those
something
big
out
fairy
on.
tale monsters get you.
Oh, foreshadowing. There, right? Because the mirror doesn't actually. We didn't really get to see Ethan until the end of the game, because this game obviously launched without third person. Yeah, right. Because the mirror. Look at that. Look at that flat screen. Look at the flat screen. Bro, it's so cool. I dig it. Oh, it forces you into this exact spot.
Is she okay?
Sleeping like well,
Look at that. Look at it. Look at the soup texture.
That smells good. What's
That
that?
lit.
Oh,
It's
hands off,
clipping through
mister.
the ladle.
It's churba de legume. It's a local recipe.
Something about
Wow, you've gone
What,
full native,
potatoes?
haven't you?
a legume.
Local wine, too. But if you're gonna keep sulking all evening, maybe you shouldn't have any. You really have to stop worrying.
It's just finding you in Louisiana, the pregnancy, Chris moving us here, military training, it all happened so fast, you know?
Well, at least we're all together. You...
Her dismissiveness makes sense on replay.
Now, everything's gonna
Seriously, think we can just forget about what happened in Louisiana?
be... It happened so long ago. I don't understand why
What?
you are so...
3 years since Louisiana, right? Oh, what an inconvenience. That was probably
Mia,
556.
Get down! Mia!
She also tanks those shots.
Mia. Oh, God.
I mean, the logical conclusion. Look, oh, I love his pistol. The USA, was it USW A1?
What the hell?
Sorry, Ethan.
No! What?
That was 5
Why?
shots. 9 mil. Okay, I thought they'd be using something higher caliber. They know that's not going to stop her, right? So my issue with Chris is that he doesn't actually talk. A lot of this could actually be remedied if he actually just talked to Ethan rather than all of this. It's very not Chris.
What the hell you doing with my daughter?
At least RE5 Chris, RE5, RE6 Chris. This is more RE6 Chris, actually.
Take him away.
I said get your hands off her!
Ethan, no.
Nice. But like we see him in a clip in
Get him out of here.
the new movie, right, with Death Island, and he tries talking with Jill, and he tries talking to Jill about trauma. He tries to level with her, right? Like it feels back and forth. It's like how people criticize Jill's character between like the original series, Revelations 2, RE5, and her, kind personality versus how she is in the RE3 remake in Death Island, how she feels more detached and cold, right? It's just interesting to see how the characters evolve between games.
No problem. We'll be there. That was the doc. She'll see us next week. Hey now. Think positively, all right? We talked about this.
I know. We hardly talk about anything else.
I don't know if this is actual Mia or if this is
It's not Rose that I'm
imposter
worried
Mia.
What are you worried about? Look.
I thought this was Mia Prime. I thought this was actual Mia.
What else matters?
about. We matter, Ethan. You matter. You just
Mia, what are you talking about? Is there something you're not telling me? Come on, talk to me. Damn it.
Hey, morning,
I have
Darius.
to take this.
Yeah, I'm up super early. Some movies had jumped in time. Yeah. There's I want to see the final scene again. There's a theory I have about the ending of this and how this ties to Resident Evil 7 a little bit. I need to actually see the final scene with Chris again, though. I need to see it. Figured it was a great time to do it. If I remember correctly, it was the Vorkalax that actually derailed this convoy, right?
About damn time. What's your status? Is the package safe?
What are you talking about? Where's Chris Redfield? And Rose?
Who is this? This is a secure channel. You are not authorized.
Yeah, it's cold. His fingers are really cold. That's snow.
What the hell happened here?
Who's Ethan Winters? Ethan Winters is John Resident Evil, clearly. Oh yeah, I forgot we had the thematic map. I kind of miss it. I understand why they continue to go with the other one though. I'm actually surprised. Well, yeah. I mean, they're still kind of reeling from this attack. Makes sense why we don't have Chris or somebody along with Chris already at the scene. Like, this just happened. Reasonable, like, time frame. See, we do not. I do not have that mod. I know the mod exists. I actually forget. Like, it's interesting to see how Resident Evil 4 Remake took from this to a degree, and even you can see how this could take from Resident Evil 4. Like, OG Resident Evil 4, the whole just village intro sequence. Because I remember we were theorizing about... all right, crouch is a weird button. We were theorizing about how Village could lead to a 4 remake. I mean, I played the crap out of this the initial year that it came out. So it's been a while since I played it. I want to play it on my Steam Deck, which is why I'm just like, maybe I should have a VOD of this first before I dive into this. Welcome, Duck. Ah, yes. Bird. Big bird. I have to remember which one's the gyrojet in this. Just a fancy alarm system. Remember which one's the gyrojet? I think it's Steak. I'm gonna be playing around with some weapons this playthrough. Wow, I already got lost. World's Worst speedrun. already canned. That, I think, was just an actor. Because, I mean, you can't fight during this part, so it wouldn't make sense. You have some sort of enemy pathing. Mercenary mode, and you spam the 1911. Oh, I played Mercenary mode. I'm awful at this Mercenary mode. I got to the final one with Mother Miranda at the end, and oh man, it was outside of my skill level. Just a dog bowl. I think I tried using the 1911 once upon a time. Village of Shadows, it peters off really hard, unfortunately. Like, it is pretty rough. Yeah, the RE engine, we can see, had a vast amount of improvement between 7 and this. It's kind of wild. Because, honestly, I think I'm used to the RE engine from Village. I mean, I also played Village more. I need to go back through and play 7 more. That might be one of those I do kind of as a social thing, because I still need to go through some of the difficulties. Been meaning to have more community days in the Discord server. But I always don't find the time. I've uploaded a bunch of Habitual Line Crossover reactions, so look forward to that in the next several days. We did a bunch last night. More than riding his arm. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I really like how just cluttered it is, and I think this also showcases just like how much the engine could handle. Right, there's a lot of clutter in this, and I feel like it's a lot more stable than RE7. I think some of the like the millipedes that were like, what were they? The millipedes that were like flat textures at like 5, 10, 15 frames per second. There's a lot different here. I also like the locale. I think that What is this? Would this be Eastern Europe, right? Somewhere in there. I think Eastern European locale really kind of helped. The healing juice all needs to splash and everything as well. Exactly. Do you not have that healing juice? Oh, just that would feel awful. Game feels claustrophobic. A little bit.
What's it all this?
Just a little bit. It gets a little better, in my opinion. It definitely opens up, and it definitely has a gameplay loop to it. Because I've ran this multiple times. I've never ran it fully on Village of Shadows. I attempted to. That's actually what my autosave file was. And then I'm just like, wow, I don't remember anything about this game. So we might as well just start from fresh and do a VOD.
Where the hell am I?
Here's your Todd Howard step out moment. Nice Corporal Anime Guy. Thank you for the resub. 16. Good God. Favorite arguments because it's power of don't the man's kid's father should be. Oh, absolutely. I've actually played this into the ground. I just realized today I don't have a VOD for this. So hence why we're here. I do like this step out moment though. It was a very cool step out moment, right? How Todd talks about, opening the vault or coming out of the Imperial City sewers or coming out of the attack of Alduin. Like that step out moment. Starfield has like 5 of them, which is part of the critiques on that game. Very good step out moment. I like it. Just showcasing kind of the vastness. Like we know it's probably like a skybox, right? It's part of that skybox, probably just an asset. Like the castle, I'm sure isn't actually rendered here in this shot. The house does. The house is very claustrophobic. Let me attack. That is an horse. Peter, the horse is here. All right, everything is.
Maybe they're out.
Every door's on a double hinge. Now I'm not gonna actually be able to move beyond it. Dude, I used to know the pathing to this. I used to run this game. I ran this game in 3 hours and 33 minutes. Never quite the 3-hour mark for the achievement, but I mean, I ran this pretty quick. I don't remember the pathing anymore. Saying, character who looked the same. I mean, was it wrong though? Goat.
What happened?
The pathing is starting to come back a little bit. Like it's kind of like riding a bike, like when you play Resident Evil 4 or like Dead Space again after so long, and you're like, oh yeah, I remember, yeah, because this is gonna be locked until, or I thought this was gonna be locked. Right, because there's a couple things here.
Did they just run out of the house?
Look at that, this soup texture. A Romanian Hungarian Czech tonight, so somewhere in that area, somewhere in that part of the world. Yeah. Hey, T-Slayer, how's it going? Sorry, especially when I get to oh, did I actually get locked in? Oh, did I get bamboozled? I don't remember that. I don't remember that part. There's a window I can crawl out of. Oh no, I'm supposed to go into this house, right? I thought the other house, no, the one on the left at the end was the one with the
Friendly.
Wow, he missed. That was bad.
Who sent you?
Nobody. There was an accident down on the road and... What's going on?
Here's Screech. Here's unearthly screeching. Still proceeds to be like, "Yo, bro, what's up? What's happening?"
Oh no. They're coming.
Who is? What the hell was that?
You have a gun?
What?
Please tell me you have a gun.
No, why would I?
I love how this is definitely main character syndrome of just like, yeah, I don't know what's happening.
Take it! Take it!
He is way too
Are you listening?
way too trigger happy. I also like that his shotgun is like right there. Is that actually a CZ? I'd have to go check the model. I think I have most of the infinite ammo, if not all of the infinite ammo. I'd have to double check. It's in fact not his first rodeo. Well, because the Vorkalax aren't just some like mythical thing. Like they know they're outside the village. Like they're a well-known thing. Before we became, yeah. I to be fair, I can't do gore either. I get really apprehensive in terms of it a lot. Like Gears of War was kind of a step too far in certain ways for me. I understand that people like it. It's just one of those, like, I have to be in the right mood for it. And there are certain things where I'm just like, nah. Like anime, for instance, right? Anime, I think, what is it? Blood Sea or something like that? Oh, right, yeah, just bites off his hand. Yeah, his 2 fingers. I was like, just trying to figure out why I couldn't move. Yeah, can't do that. No, not a thing. So this is still cutscene.
No.
I couldn't aim. What? What do you mean aim? It won't let me actually aim. Oh, okay, never mind. Yeah, because I have New Game Plus. Okay, let's see what I actually have in my inventory first, because I actually totally forgot. Not everything got infinite ammo, I'm aware. WCX, it's funny, let's be real. WCX is actually fairly good in this game. Oh, yeah, the rocket pistol. Yeah, this is the gyrojet. Yeah, we were talking about this. People brought it up in Brandon Herrera's video that he had the gyrojet. I totally forgot this was in the game. I didn't know what this was. 1911, I mean, it works, it functions, I guess, question mark. And then I think I mostly ended up using the stake. Yeah, that sounds correct. So, I don't actually know what this is. Like, I know it exists. I don't know what this weapon is. The extended mag is kind of hilarious. Yeah, he did unfortunately blow it up.
What the hell?
I do think the 1911... Oh, you can even see them. Oh, they're actual 1911 magazines. Oh, that's so cool. I love it. I do think that the 1911 unfortunately gets a little overpowered, or underpowered. I think that enemies just have a lot of health. Yeah, I think that it becomes a little bit of a problem if you're trying to do some Village Shadows. So if you're trying to do, 1911 only run, maybe don't do it on Village of Shadows, or just where you're going in for a full challenge run. Like, we'll try it out on the first Vorkalax we find. CZ, your first hit in R8 is a concealed carry variant of the regular CZ handgun. In production, I believe it's the 80s, mainly for women. It makes sense. It's always underpowered. What do you mean? 1911 is 45 ACP, though. Like, that's my inherent problem with this, right? Is that I'm pretty sure this is 45 ACP. Do fire continuous string of bullets. I don't see anything in regards to a caliber, but it would make sense this would be 45 ACP. I'd have to see the magazine, right? I'd have to see the actual inside. This looks sized for 45 ACP. Yeah, I think it's what I go in here. It locks me in. Yeah, I hit the radio. It locks me in, and then I gotta do a literally objective survive. Oh yeah, I remember this part. Ooh, yeah, I do. Real equivalent of the 40k bolter, considering its size, a bolter pistol. I would love to own one. I would 100% do it. That is a lot of money, though. And I do not have the correct licenses for that. It just doesn't feel like it hits. It doesn't feel like it's 45 ACP. It doesn't. It also has a extended 23 rounds. This might actually be 9mm then. It could be. It could be 9mm. Always been 9mm games no matter what games. Oh, I guess, yeah, you use handgun ammo for this, don't you? I guess that is a fair point. I will absolutely concede that then. Oh yeah, I forgot about the funny... Oh, right. Right, I forgot about, we just have cannon lightsaber effectively. What is the W870? What is that? I do like the irons on it. It looks really cool. I don't really like the handle. I wonder if that's... That kind of reminds me of a Tokarev a little bit, like the pistol Tokarev. I wonder if that's Soviet. I wonder who makes this. It's interesting to look at. We're gonna not actually do this because I want to actually beat this game within this century. Stake, rifle, shotgun. And then I guess we'll use, I don't know. Well, nah, let's do it that way. Shortcut. I've played this game so much.
damn it.
Where it would be a huge mag. Right. It would be an absolutely just massive magazine. So that's why I'm thinking it is 9mm. I think chat's correct. It's weird because I'm coming back into this game finally having some sort of firearms knowledge and understanding. So I have a lot greater knowledge than I did initially. Remember, Resident Evil is what got me into firearms. Firearms also said this 45 AUC stick mags would be long for the pistol. Oh, 100%. Oh, absolutely. No, I agree with Duck on that one. Probably, what? I want to put this into perspective. That this is why I didn't want to go in with limited ammo. Because holy crap. Their absolute health bar. Oh yeah, I forgot how cheesy the swap animation is. Because it just goes off screen. It's the Dead Space thing where it goes off screen and then it replaces it, right? It's we don't play Resident Evil for realism, let's be real, right?
If there are any survivors out there,
Be an effective melee weapon? Yes, I believe it.
Louisa's house near the fields.
Survivors?
Yeah, I feel like, I don't know what it is. It feels like the 1911 just honestly kind of gets shafted a little bit. I don't understand what it is. Like, there's something about the 1911 that, like, for some reason, people just completely nerf it into the ground. I don't quite get it. It's been one of those I haven't been able to figure out. However, whatever this rifle is, I kind of dig it, actually. Magazine fed. Kind of liking the stock, actually. That would actually probably feel really good, actually. Bolt action. I'm not really sure what that's based off of, though. 70, but Barbied heavily, probably. I don't know if I like the rings. I'd be curious if the rings actually offer any sort of, like, what they offer. I'm sure there's attachments for the rings, right? I mean, it's fairly well modeled, in my opinion. I like it. I think it's great. Yeah, I played the fuck out of this game. I'm just now remembering it. I'm gonna have to get the pathing down. I'm definitely gonna play this on my Steam Deck, 100%. It's a French marksman rifle. Kind of hot, honestly. But like, not gonna lie, actually, kind of hot. Right, no, I went the other way because you're supposed to go the other way, and then you can unlock the door if you need to. Wow, it is just like learning. It's just like, yeah, you never really forget how to ride a bike. You gotta remember the steps. Fine. Yep, you can't just skeet shoot him. Yes, I can, and I'm pretty sure that door is locked. I'm gonna try to avoid using the Magnum if I can. Like, absolutely in a pinch, I'll probably use it. Otherwise, what fun is this? What is that? That's probably 5.56. 80-round magazine? Good God. Yeah, Village of Shadows don't mess around. Yeah, so you want to go for crits. This is a headhunter. This is the VZ61 from this is the Scorpion from RE5. It's a headshot machine. Got it. Okay, that makes a lot of sense actually. Go to sleep. No. I actually did go to sleep. I took a nap. Ah, it still hit me. I mean, Steak. What is it? What is Steak chambered in? 50 AE? Snapping but not sleeping. No, you're right. Good God. I am definitely in for it. It still continues. Bro, there's so many. I actually don't remember. I'm pretty sure these aren't infinitely spawning. No, I'm dead. I'm 90% sure there's an end to them, but it feels like there's definitely more. That's probably Village of Shadows coming out. Holy crap. That is... Yeah, that was a thing. See how bad these checkpoints are.
Over?
Good God. I feel less guilty about using infinite ammo now. Dude, this difficulty goal beat my ass. Oh, shit. It's really funny because there's going to be someone that's just like in chat, or in the comment section, be like, wow, Kip, you're actually doing Village of Shadows? Nah, F that. Ow! It came from behind. No, we're gonna do it this way. Trying to figure out where they can and can't come in from. This is actually just the cabin from RE4. I'm actually just playing Call of Duty now. Just sitting in a corner, hard scoping.
There's no end to them.
$12 in the tube. That tube is massive. Yo, I saw you clip through that. You clipped through that floor. I saw that. Cabin times are kills based. I have no idea. I'm assuming they end at some point. I'm 90% sure that this is not infinite. Take that headshot. Yeah, there's probably a sensitivity setting you could probably do for this. You move very, very slow when you hard scope. Sorry, sir, are you throwing fire at me? Oh, he's probably actually shooting fire at me, yeah. Wow, like they do a fuck ton of damage. I am not looking forward to Domitresk. Right, yeah. I forgot he showed. No, this is infinite. It is infinite because he shows up. Look, I'm going to use everything at my disposal to actually finish this difficulty. We can talk about bitch whipping out later. Where is he? That answers my question. I want to point out how much fucking damage he's taking. I got womboed. Dude. No way. God damn. I'm trying to figure out what that was. How is he not... He should have taken way fucking more damage than that. Yeah, that's been my issue, my consistent issue with the RE engine, is actually getting grabbed and stuff. And even RE4 remake, getting grabbed is a very, very hard thing in the engine. Let's not playing all Halo games every COD campaign. Homie said all the COD games. Nice, nice. That sounds like a lot of fun. We're gonna do it this way. We're gonna actually run the gauntlet. Yeah, because we go here, we go down, go left, out.
Damn it.
That was not what I wanted to do, but okay. I think I can actually camp in here. No, they can break down the windows. I guess, yeah, I guess I could just play fucking COD Zombies. Yeah, I'll play COD Zombies. Need y'all to stop that shit. Take them out trip. Make sure you're not watching, right? Make sure you're driving safely. It is good to see you, though, and hopefully your trip goes well. I think if I go on the top floor, I think that I put myself in a precarious situation, though, because I think they can just shoot me down. What are we dealing with here? Oh yeah, you still had ammo, different ammo types in this. I missed this. That's not the right ammo type. Yeah, because the archers will just tank my health bar. Interesting that they haven't broken that down yet. God damn it, the grabs, dude. Backseat just chilling. Gotcha. Oh, that grab, that hurts.
You're kidding me.
All right, homeboy has decided to arrive. I don't remember if he... Yeah, we're not going to do that. Okay, if I can not hit the door frame for the 5th time, that'd be great. What hit me there? That hit me. I might have fucked myself over with that. I'm pretty sure he's met damage threshold. There is a damage threshold for him where he will just drop his thing. Just Mr. X's him. I'm actually hitting his hammer. I saw that. Oh, the grabs, dude. I'm gonna be, yeah. These grabs are gonna be really rough all game. To be fair, they do front load a lot of this right off the gate. This, I assume, is a run under for speedruns if you get caught. From where? What? Oh, right. I think right. No. That's scripted. So I can't drive spec and bow trees. Gotcha. Interesting. Yeah, because I know that it locked you into the animation to throw you. Yeah, he's a big boy. On time? No, I think he's still... I can't remember how he works. Because either his health pool is absolutely batshit insane, or I did enough damage. Because I don't remember him actually going down. I don't know if his eyesight's dead or not. To be fair, I hit him with how many grenades and how many magnum shots? If that didn't bring him down, that's a problem. It affects the rest of the game. It doesn't. It does the Mr. X thing where you can technically shoot a rocket launcher at Mr. X and it kind of downs him, right? Yeah, the fact that he's still not hemorrhaging. Like this is our first peek into what happens later. Yeah, I don't actually remember what his health gate is. Like it does the Mr. X thing where he just goes down.
Wait.
What else to do so though? I've done it on other difficulties, just not Village of Shadows. Like, good God. I thought I had all the upgrades, but I apparently don't. Yeah, because usually he would drop something. No, I did not. Okay, so his health pool is actually... That actually scares me. Like, his health pool is quite literally built different then. Wow. I don't know how to feel about that, because that's actually disgusting. Holy crap. That health pool is massive. I'm scared.
Life and in death, we give glory.
Hello? You shouldn't be out here. It's not safe. What the hell? Hey, can you hear me?
It's you, the child's father.
Child? Hey, wait. Do you mean Rose? Is she here?
Rose! Rose, yes. She is in great danger. Since Mother Miranda brought her to the village, we have fallen into darkness.
What are you talking about? The monsters?
I don't think there is DOT in this game. There's not acid rounds or anything.
The castle bell heralds danger. They're coming.
No. Wait. Where's Rose?
Yes,
Who's
Ethan.
Mother Miranda?
Move at like
Bell tolls for us all.
half her speed.
They're coming again.
I like that she just locks you inside. It's so good.
Rose is here?
Penguin Head should be quaking. Exactly. Yeah, part of that's game-isms, right? Yeah, I'm gonna miss a lot of shots this playthrough, I can already tell. This is fine. This is fine, chat. This is fine. How many I have 4 herbs. Yeah, as I have a crap ton of money, if you couldn't tell. Definitely going to be using all these chem fluids. Good God, I forgot how sleek the inventory system is. I actually think this might actually be, if this was Resident Evil 9 storage system, I think I'd be super into it. Honestly, I think this would be neat. I would be super okay with this. You're streaming this early? Yeah, I'm surprised I am too. It's too early to go to the Warhammer store. But it's also, I don't know, just one of those things. I just wanted to do something else with my day. I totally didn't even remember. I totally thought that I had a VOD for this, but I do not. So before we actually dive into RA1, and so I can actually play this on my Steam Deck without being like, man, I should probably stream this, figured we'd go ahead and stream this. I don't remember where half the treasures are, if I'm being completely honest.
Guess this
How much
leads to
risk
the
is
castle.
that way? I remember vague things. Yeah, like that. Yeah, that's the Maiden Crest. I remember where all these... You got the crests. I think we get... Right, because this was typewriters as well. There was definitely some RE4-isms in this game. Not the plastic crack, no. Oh, yes. I wanted to... Before I painted my Eldara, I probably wanted to get the... the Space Marine v Tyranid starter set, because I think it would just be really cool. Also, just practice painting before committing, right? I heard that. I can just sell the gunpowder, worst case. I know there's a big Vorkalax Alpha later in the story here. That's like the Regenerator with like 12 plug in it. That's kind of like the optional thing you can fight. Right, it's the event flag is about there. I think. Oh god, it's been so long. I don't remember if they're loaded in or not. I know I ran this a few times. You have to get past a certain point and then they actually start to do things. Ow, dude. Oh, that's a thing right off the bat. That's... Bro, why are you're taking so much damage? I can't actually see him. I was about to say, am I just blind? Don't answer that. Take my perfect crystal skull. 340k arm. Effectively my first AOS armies. I was debating on getting kill team. There's a couple things that I'm debating on. I hear kill team's actually really funny. Here was the Sisters of Battle. They have a kill team. I hear they're very, very funny. God damn it! That grab is just rough. I don't remember it being that bad. My actual stim ratio is awful right now. Okay, I need to change that. I need to change that binding, actually. That needs to get shortcut down there, because that's just... I'm effectively just running my Resident Evil 5 setup. Yeah, that makes sense. Well, so very specifically, I'm running how I run in Resident Evil 5, which is usually Deagle, I guess L-Hawk technically, L-Hawk, Dragonov, M3, and then RPGN bottom. That's generally how I've run the game. So that just makes sense. At least to my tiny dingus brain. I don't remember if there's a quick turn in this game or not. I don't think there was. Yo, he survived a stake shot. Nah, stake's fair game. Holy crap. Nikon's Bludgeoning on 1,000 Suns. I've been looking at... a lot of people have been buying 1,000 Suns because of Space Marine 2. It's been really cool to see. The Chaplain's out of stock online, though, for Space Marines. Yeah, there's a lightsaber.
Please, don't hurt us.
Whoa. It's okay. I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm just glad to see normal people at last. Have you seen any other survivors?
No. They're all in Louise's house. And she's not answering and the gate is locked.
Quiet girl. He's an outsider.
Oh, there's the xenophobia.
Shit, we're sitting ducks in here. Can your old man walk?
No. One of the monsters cut him. He's lost a lot of blood. We have to get into Louise's house.
Quiet.
Wow. Ethan finally learned to be quiet.
Here. Be quiet. And don't move until I get those gates open.
Am I supposed to be a pig here? Okay. When I see the merchant, it'll be great. See if I remember this. It's been way too long. This is a good refresher. This is actually a really good refresher for my memory on how this game actually functions. But yeah, we have welcome to Resident Evil Village. We just have a lightsaber. I haven't ever really used it. Right, because I need some sort of screwdriver. I think the screwdriver's in the house, if I remember correctly. Get those two inside. Right, because I need to unlock the gate here. I thought there was something in the outhouse. I already got the chem fluid. I think that's it. It's not a mod. That's official. That's this is not modded. That's a reward you can earn in game. I bought the funny I'm bad at the game, get everything edition. The funny DLC.
Took your damn time.
Nice. Yeah, no, that's an official item.
He's not used to relying on other people. I'm sorry. We'll be safe in here, won't we?
Safer here than out there, that's for sure. Hey.
I can't do
you know anything
Sigmar.
about what's going on around here?
It doesn't make any sense. Mother Miranda has always protected us.
Nobody's answer.
Father?
Help me.
We have to get inside.
Hello? Anybody home?
Maybe a familiar voice. Louisa! Open up, it's me, Elena!
Yeah? Shut your
Stop shouting. You'll draw the monsters.
Dude is actually legit.
A friend!
Stay back.
People stop pointing guns,
Father.
please.
For God's sake, Julian, let us in.
No, they'll smell the blood. You'll endanger us all.
My father will die out here.
But that's not my problem.
What's going on?
These people want to let a dying man into our home.
It feels like this village is incredibly matriarchal. Actually,
Go inside.
she feels like she wears the pants.
You're not from this village.
No. I'm Ethan.
Julian, go make yourself useful and check the grounds. I said go! Well, if Elena trusts you, then so do I. Come inside, Ethan. Wait here. I'll check on the others.
If I remember correctly, the way that this is supposed to be balanced is you have a save option, right? You have a save station here. You also need to... You have a note. But again, we'll get more livestock. I don't think we'll make it through the winter at this rate. Ernest is missing too. We still can't find him anywhere. His mother Miranda abandoned us. To which then you're supposed to... I think you can just interact with it, and then I think she opens back up, right? Yeah. So that's how you cheese this section.
This way.
Because you can look through the entire photo album. And like there's honestly some really cool stuff in here. Like there's some really cool like shots. So you're supposed to take your time while she's like, oh, we're supposed to be consulting with other people. But as long as you interact with it and then you get out of the menu, you can actually move forward. I couldn't speedrun the game. I got really fast, but I couldn't speedrun it.
Come inside, the others are waiting.
That's some really cool fabric, like actual fabric mesh.
What the fuck is this? Outsiders, you're gonna get us all killed.
Right, Anton. He helped Leonardo and Elena.
We were doing fine by ourselves.
Please, Ethan, take a seat.
Is this all that's left? From your entire village?
All that's left? All that's left? There is no one left! A worthless invalid, a stupid, wailing bitch! And you,
What an abusive jerk.
You drag a bloody man and an outsider in here like it's nothing?
And you're a
And
drunk.
expect to be all safe?
I love it. The writing's
There is
great.
no safe! Every sorry bastard out there has been ripped in half. But tomorrow?
And he's just a raging alcoholic.
Tomorrow we'll all be dead. Just like her damn husband. Put a sock in him, Roxana!
That's enough! This house has protected my family for generations. And drunk or not, you are all welcome and safe in here.
Whatever.
Looking at homeboy over here.
What the hell is going on here?
We don't know. One day we were a quiet, devout village, and the next, the monsters came and attacked us. And they kept coming.
Wait, Louisa. Where is your husband? Did they...
No. No, he is out there. Somewhere. He went to get help. Yes, that's...
See, he's not showing signs of infection progression though. I get maybe?
Pray. For him. For all of us. Good idea. Come.
I guess he kind of is, right? At the very least, getting machete off the table would probably be a good idea.
Hear our voice, together as one in reverence. We call on thee, within the endless dark, to deliver us into fate's hands. As the midnight moon rises on black wings, so we make our sacrifice and await the light at the end.
He's just sitting over there.
In life and in death, we give you glory, Mother Miranda.
He's getting worse. Like, he's absolutely... No. See, I'll get to why I like video games in a minute.
Come help me, Elena, please.
Okay, he's fading.
There was an old woman near the graveyard.
You mean the hag? Dumb bitch is crazy as a bag of rats.
There is wisdom in her devotion, though.
Crazy as a bag of rats.
I hope
that's the one.
Her as it shall protect us.
There it is.
What are you doing? Leonardo, what's wrong? Are you okay?
Just right through.
Father!
Elena, no, stay back!
No, let me go!
That transformation is very quick. I don't know why I had the CZs there.
Let him go!
Good shit.
Elena?
I said no!
Yeah.
Oh my god. I'm so sorry, Father.
Hey, that wasn't your father anymore. You did the right thing.
Oh, it's gotta hurt. He's burning alive.
No, there's nothing you can do.
Papa!
This entire place is collapsing.
You know what? Kelly Blue Book. How much we looking for that truck?
He was already gone.
Thinking used. 20 grand.
We're getting out of here. Together.
See, this is why I like video games, though. So it allows you to explore concepts like that, like being a belligerent, abusive drunk, right? It allows you to explore concepts like that in a safe setting. It allows you to explore literally what's the word? Adrenaline fueled reactions like that, and having that oh crap moment afterwards. It allows you to explore it in a safe setting. That's why I think video games are great. I think that it's cool because they allow just such a variety, depending, and it scales up with the writer's abilities and stuff like that. It allows for so many cool things. Like, sure, you're playing Diablo 2 and you're fighting Baal, Mephisto, and Diablo, right? Cool, awesome. World's pretty messed up. Warhammer 40K. World's pretty messed up. Entire grimdark setting. I think it's really cool. I think it's neat. It's about art in general, right? And that's honestly, that would be not an apt statement. Sorry, that would be an apt statement, right? Being able to take screwdriver the keyring if you need it. Okay. I think that's one of those things that like you just, that's why I like art, why I like games, because it's so cool. Games are art. Yes and no. When video games got a lot of big money coming into it, this is actually why I have a little bit of a fear for Resident Evil 9. I feel like we might be cruising, as much as I like 6, a lot of people did not like 6, we might be cruising for a 6 2.0. Depending on how much big money got involved with Resident Evil and how much autonomy the Resident Evil team has on it. So we're going to see where that goes. I'm definitely interested. Look at that tomato texture, though. Look at whatever all of that is. Like, what a cool engine. I've really liked the RE engine. I think Village was a banger. I think 7, even to a degree, was a banger. I notoriously have issues playing 7.
Damn, the fire's moving fast.
The fire's on event flags. You do certain actions and it moves, giving it the illusion that it's going faster, that it's actually progressing. Let's focus larger corporate involvement as simply simplified way. Yeah, I'm surprised this engine turns over.
Step back. We can bust out with this.
He's doing the Jack Baker move. The Jack Baker maneuver, just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Remember, I'm not opposed to big money. What I am trying to say is, if all it is big money for the sake of big money, a la Call of Duty every year, and a subpar product will get pushed, I have an issue with that. That being said, if you enjoy Call of Duty, enjoy Call of Duty. This house is actually built different, though. That is all steel construction on that frame.
I'm fine. Let me back up
like,
again.
That's not beer can car. fact that he's not suffocating yet.
Nowhere to go but up. Grab on. Hurry.
So CO2 rises.
Let's move.
This is a gameism, right?
Don't worry. And try not to breathe in the smoke.
I know. Thank you, Ethan. You're kind.
Come on. It'll hold. There. That's our way out.
Thank God. But what then? The village is still full of monsters. We can't fight them. There's too many.
Hey. Hey, don't talk like that. We'll find a safe house to put you in until I can find my daughter. My hunch is she's in that old castle.
No. That place is full of nothing but blood and death.
Nice.
And I don't want to be alone while you're...
Sounds like my kind of real estate.
Father?
The fact he's still coming.
No. That's not him. Not anymore.
He said my name. Father!
Wait, it's not safe. Stay there.
What a dirty trick to build rapport just to take it away.
Ethan, go. Save your daughter.
Elena, don't give up. Reach for me. God damn it.
Rough. That's how you build rapport.
Everyone dying on me.
I also want to point out that Homeboy is just out there still, not really dealing with the fire. Maybe he was trying to get in. I don't know. It'd be hard to hear over just, you know, roaring, crackling flames. Everybody got game ended. Like the actual like party wipe session.
I don't get it.
I'm gonna talk about Spell that does it really have a semi-auto mode? I have no idea. I don't know enough about the Spouse 12 platform.
This place is going mad.
I've used the DP12 platform. I think it's neat.
Is this happening again?
That would hurt.
Shit.
That's where his finger. Oh, that's where his fingers got bitten off. That would actually hurt. Once again, the fact that Ethan isn't hemorrhaging should also give us the first clues of, hey, something here is definitely not right. Something here is definitely awry, amiss, if you will. Look at that screw. Look at that screw model. So good. Just very visceral shotgun noise.
Who's there? Oh, stop! Mother Miranda! Hey!
I love the concept of her.
Who was... What was that?
Mother Miranda had no use for the villagers. I can't remember the full details on the story, on the lore. I remember it came down to... I think it's his body just despawned. It comes down to she just has no more use for him. Or no use to the villagers. There's one of these that you can jump over. This one. Right, and then you see her.
Yes. Death has visited them all.
I love it. I kind of love it. She makes sense for the setting. I don't think this would work in something like RE2, right? I don't think it would work in that. It makes sense, though. My friend asking him. Now, go for it. This will be up as a VOD if people really want to watch me struggle bus through Village of Shadows. Right, I was going to point out that now having played a little bit of Resident Evil 1, the examine things make sense like the screwdriver, and it's definitely a nerfed mechanic. It's interesting to think about. Why is she still alive? Don't worry about it.
Blood and death.
If you don't know, don't worry about it. All will be explained in due time. Seems like we have people who haven't played Village. Oh boy, you're in for a treat. This is actually one of those games that I have played a number of times, and I actually thoroughly enjoy every time I go through Village. Maybe not right now with the grab mechanic. Wow, Village of Shadows is quite literally built different. But man, like I've played this game several times over. I think my clear on my save file was 6. I think I've cleared it 6 times. Which is great. I love it. I love it as... This is one of these you can start to speedrun pretty easily, too. Local Mossman, right? Raises kerfuffle in European village. Becomes a local deity. Pretty much. In essence, yeah. Look at that texture. I don't know what that is. Are those like potatoes? Like those red potatoes or something? I'm trying to figure out what that is. Oh, right. You're in for a treat.
Well.
Resident Evil Nicolas Cage. Let's go.
Didn't think anyone was left. You must be pretty tough. Huh.
Who the fuck are you?
Oh, you're not local. Even better.
That's Rusty as well, by the way.
Mother Miranda's gonna love you.
I love him. I love Resident Evil Nicolas Cage. He's such a cool dude. He's awesome. I broke somebody's immersion because I called him Resident Evil Nicolas Cage once.
We're almost there.
And they're like, thanks, Kip. Now I can't unhear it. It's Asterian's VA from BG3. God, I need to finish that. I'll have to start another VOD playthrough of Baldur's Gate 3. I have to actually pick a class I could vibe with.
And my daughters do so love entertaining foreigners. Furthermore, I can assure you that you entrust the mortal to House Dimitrescu. My daughters and I shall deliver to you the finest.
Way ugly! I want to see! He's awake!
Brother, shut the fuck up!
I love him. I love Heisenberg. He's my favorite.
You mean you'll screw around with him in private? And where's the fun in that? Give him to me, and I'll put on a show that everybody can enjoy.
Ugh, so gauche. What do we care for bread and circuses? The man thing's suffering is assured.
Yeah,
man
the
thing.
man's dick is cut off in the castle, blah, blah.
I love them.
I've heard all your arguments. Some of you were less persuasive than others, but I've made my decision. Heisenberg, the man's fate is in your hands.
Mother Miranda, I must protest. Heisenberg is but a child, and his devotion to you is questionable. Give the mortal to me, and I will ensure he is ready.
Shut your damn hole! And don't be a sore loser! Go find your food somewhere else.
Quiet now, child. Adults are talking.
I'm the child. You're the one who's arguing with Miranda's decision.
You wouldn't know responsibility if it was welded
to
that.
keep glory! One day your head might actually fit your ego!
Fight!
Hey, don't I get a say in this?
Silence! My decision is final. There will be no argument. Remember from whence you came.
Thank you. Huh. Lycans and gentlemen, we thank you for waiting. And now let the games begin. Let's see what you're doing. Ethan Winters. Get ready.
I'm just waiting for Heisenberg to do the boohoo bit.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Jesus
If
Christ!
I remember correctly, this was one of those sections where you can kind of mess up pretty easily. I like that they have a system wired through here. Like they have a speaker system, rudimentary as it is.
Very nice, Ethan.
Hey, how you doing? I always forget his name. Ow! That is a lot of force coming off of that hammer. That is a massive force multiplier. Wasting a head so dramatic back, pretty much, yeah. But once again, we don't really play the upcoming will showcase why we don't play Resident Evil for the realism. Everybody loves a good spike trap.
Shit!
Oh yeah, I forgot this whole hallway was rigged.
You truly are as strong as they say. Oh, you don't think I'd let you get away, did you?
So I want look how depressed this little section of the wall is.
So now it's time for the beautiful, blood-soaked grand finale. Nothing like fresh American ground beef.
So I'm pretty sure that would have snapped his wrists with the force. I'm pretty sure the spikes also technically were past him, right? Pretty sure he would have been injured by that. However, once again, we don't necessarily play Resident Evil because it's realistic. And that's perfectly fine. We play Resident Evil because of this. Because it is super campy. And that's why I love it. It's honestly really great. Like, there's definitely people that will complain about, oh, my realism stuff. And there's some things that I note, right? I'm like, nah, your wrists would have been absolutely just... they probably would have been ripped off from that. It's funny, though. It's great. I like it. It's neat. Chris punches boulders. I kind of Resident Evil main character who just gives up to anyone and doesn't care. I mean, Wesker kind of did stuff like that. He was kind of sassy in certain regards. Right, because I can't get up these ones. That's a secret thing down the line. Which I'm curious to see how a Resident Evil 5 remake would handle the Wesker thing, or if they keep him alive, or maybe there's a clone. We do have cloning in setting. Did you know that the Cerberuses from Resident Evil 1, the dogs, were allegedly all cloned from the same Cerberus for consistency? So we know we have cloning in setting. I mean, Carl is also a clone from 6 for the very first game. Exactly. But that being said, it's like we don't like. There's certain immersion breaks, like Wesker being in lava for me, but at the end of the day, I mean, it's honestly, why play the series expecting something realistic? Play it because it's fun. Play it because it's campy. Play it because Sadler in original RE4 says, you American heroes in your Hollywood movies, right? He's just super campy. That's why we play Resident Evil. Also because the gameplay feels tight. Remember, this series has been going on for a hot minute, right? The 90s easily, right? I guess these are men from the village. Yeah, I never noticed these before. I was watching a lore video recently, and how the village turns men into scarecrows. Yeah, it's kind of cool. Leon has his slips. Chris punches boulders. Ethan has nonchalant dad vibes. Pretty much. RE4 suplexing. Exactly. Oh, it's the dude.
I've been waiting for you, Mr. Winters.
How do you know my name?
Anyone who is anyone has heard of the likes of you. A hero searching for his daughter. Though I must say, that castle arouses suspicion.
Yeah, and so do you.
I am but a humble merchant.
Here?
Oh, forgive my manners. Call me the Duke. Now to business. Weapons, ammunition, healing salves, anything you desire, I can provide.
Anything you desire, set it on fire. Dude, the Bernice meme has absolutely brain rotted me. It's great.
A gift has arrived for you, good sir.
A gift. So he does have a line in the game where if you it's one of his idle lines, right? He goes, "What are you buying? What are you selling?" Or talks about the merchant from RE4. I don't remember if the RE4 remake merchant talks about him though. Like, there's I think it's theorized as kind of this just like merchant cabal in the Resident Evil universe, and I kind of like it. I think it's great how everything's just interconnected. It's like how there's a bunch of there are a bunch of references to Resident Evil Outbreak, even in like we were talking in 7, right? We were talking about how in Resident Evil 7, we just have reference to one of the protagonists, the reporter from 7 or from Outbreak. So it's really cool how a lot of that just gets interconnected as well. Stage shotgun. I think most of that, yeah. I don't remember how the cooking. I thought I did all these. Well, it's because of New Game Plus that they're probably all done.
Ah, yes, I have you. Find some quality ingredients.
Oh yeah, I
and
forgot you
bring
get the
them to me.
karambit. What weapons have karambit? Magnum ammo. Look at that box. Good God. Sniper rifle ammo. Caliber cartridge for long range shots, definitely heavier than regular bullets. Fly straight and can pierce most armor. Interesting. Oh, Chris's USMA one. I've wanted to find one of these. They're pretty expensive when you can find them. The USWA one. Oh yeah, I forgot about the Wolfsbane. Forgot about that. I advocated for the stake over it for consistency. It was the same reason that I go for the Lightning Hawk over the Smith & Wesson 500 in other games. Right, I forgot. Yeah, no, you can't max out. You can technically max out things, but you can't max out everything.
Do let me know if you find anything else.
Backbreaking injuries and just running like a meth head minutes later. That's just honk. We just accept that that's just honk. He do be a thick boy. He's a thick lad. You know, thick is in, they say. I'm going to miss so many secrets. This is not a comprehensive 100% playthrough. So much lag. It's great. Wolfsbane's honestly great. I don't remember if you could stagger Lady D or not. Cassandra, Daniela. It's just gunpowder. Come back here, through here later. That vase, them vase physics though. I'm very much looking forward to seeing if they improve on it. Interesting, so he isn't here yet. That's actually interesting. Norsten's Labyrinth. Across in the late 19th century, Norsten was branded a heretic in his homeland. He wanted land, so he settled in a remote village. Norsten created 4 labyrinths: the castle, house on a hill, water wheel, and the iron tower. Upon their completion, he put a gun to his... Wow, I got dark. Labyrinth is unique and requires its own special crafted metal ball to operate. Each one contains crystallized human remains, which are said to be Norsten's 4 beloved wives. Labyrinths are their graves. I don't know if we have extended lore on this guy or not. I mean, I feel like there's room there to extrapolate. I think the event flag is just interacting with that or the center of the floor. I think it might be interacting with this. No, it isn't. Fine. Yeah, this is the event flag, because these are the flies. Now that I think about it, they're similar to James Marcus, or I guess Mimicry Marcus, technically.
Man blood.
A sickle through the leg is not a good time.
Mother, I bring you fresh prey.
You are so kind to me, daughters.
That is a big hat.
Now, let's take a look at him. Well, Ethan Winters. You escaped my little brother's idiot games, did you? Let's see how special you are.
Yes, Mother.
Yes, Mother.
Don't make it weird.
Starting to go a little stale.
Then let's devour his man flesh quickly, Mother.
I am the one who captured him.
Now, daughters. First, I must inform Mother Miranda. But later, well, there will be enough for everyone. Put him up.
Her facial structure is actually the same as someone I used to do Renaissance stuff with. Ow. Ow.
Oh, be careful what you wish for, Ethan Winters.
Ow.
Wait, what are you doing?
That would be such a sharp, acute pain, though. the sass. They modeled that very well. This was such a good improvement on the RE engine from 7, though. Like, this was such a good improvement. Oh, dude, your hand's gonna be flayed, though. Ugh. Can't. Nope. Ow. Ow. Ugh. That one should be easier because he only has so much of his hand on his left hand. His hand on his right is definitely flayed. Probably unusable. Or at the very least, using stuff is going to be incredibly hard. But don't worry, we got some go-go juice. Someone's gonna make a mod where it's just like Prime. Please don't. Yeah, he heals notorious. I like the little twitching that they do. The little twitching that you see from that. I don't know what this is. I've always thought this was something. I don't know what this is specifically. Like, every time I've run through it, I've always looked at it, and I've always come back to it. But I have no idea what that is. Like, it's not a fire poker. It's a lever for something. But I have no understanding of what that is. In glass. Ethan Winters is... He's just so psychotic. Just shows up. Just starts taking people's shit. Just selling it. Dude is literally just a crackhead. Stealing copper out of the walls. Oh, that shit's funny. I don't care who you are. That shit's amazing. Do I hoard these lockpicks? White monster or something. Just become the Badger meme. Just white monster. I mean, I guess the blood is modeled in there. Yeah. Yeah, because it's on the rim, but inside the asset as well. You can even see it on the table and stuff. Dude, these are things that I feel a lot of people will just gloss over. Like, they'll probably see, like, the gross bouquet here, right? Like, the gross this. But I feel like some of the smaller details like this, that someone definitely takes time and effort into modeling and putting here, right? I feel like that gets overshadowed incredibly easily. I'm also incredibly amused in the harvest. So the daughters are also not human. They are very specifically... Why I say they're kind of similar to Mimicry Marcus now that I think about it, because he pops up a lot now that I think about it. Mimicry Marcus was... And we talked about this, for those that weren't here during Resident Evil 7 when we talked a little bit about him. His whole thing was... Rats! His whole thing was he was working with T-Virus leeches, and then after he expired, the Queen Leech went inside of him. The Queen Leech in their colony ended up absorbing him, and then they took all his memories, and so thus you run into a situation where it is the leeches think that they're Marcus, Marcus 2.0. So what the witches are, the three sisters, what they are is effectively bloatflies. I think bloatflies is the closest thing we had to them. Someone's gonna have to definitely quote me on that. And they went into they infiltrated three corpses set out three bodies, and they effectively did the same thing where they took on the traits of them, right? Yeah, I've spent way too much time playing Resident Evil. I love it. It's so great. Like, I love Resident Evil 100%. Learning who goes through World War I and due to effectiveness of tanks, he made them obsolete by 1920, only to be hampered by the Great Depression until December 6, 1941. I mean, that's honestly pretty tragic, if I'm being completely honest. That's really tragic. Especially when you just have people who, like, serve in the military, and just external factors are they're just so rough on people. Because serving the military is its own set of challenges. Dude, this dog across the street, he goes through phases. Sometimes, like, his owners must be... It's so unfortunate because, like, I know for a fact that the neighbor is Marine Corps, but he does not take care of his dog, or at the very least, he is not... I don't know, man. I always, like I feel like I'm always being negative about it, but there's a certain level of just like, okay, we need to have a discussion about etiquette and training and stuff like that. So if you hear a dog bark in the background, I apologize. I literally cannot control that.
Where have they taken Rose?
Yeah, and then this is the this is the masks. I can't remember how to speedrun them. I used to remember the order. Hi, Duke.
Oh, we meet again.
Duke, why are you here?
Where there's coin to be made. And have you found your daughter?
No.
The dog? I have no idea. The dog was aggressive, though. It is known that the dog was a prior aggressive dog.
Little Rose in her private chambers, would she not?
Dimitrescu?
The very same. Why don't you take a look? Maybe you'll get lucky.
Is that a Cuban?
And speaking of looking, care to make a purchase?
There's the upsell. There's the upsell.
Window shop away.
So the dog notoriously has been.
Because I like Azur Lane a lot, I've intermingled their lore with modern history to make a all-time tragic story about this Marine. Let's just say his wife was USS Arizona, and the war brought his oldest child into the war too.
Times, Ethan.
I mean, it makes sense.
What are you buying?
That's the thing. That's less a. I feel like dogs and pets in general are a reflection of the owner, right? And like, I don't know. It becomes one of those things. It's become such a stressor, but there's nothing I can do in my situation. I've been actively discouraged from confronting the individual about it for reasons of like neighbors can just sue you for that kind of thing, right? So, yeah, it's been a thing. But that being said, it's probably also an active breed. The dog was also, from what I understand, a former aggressive dog. In terms of what capacity, I don't know. However, this is apparently someone who has taken their dog to counseling multiple times, and this dog will still just kind of like beeline towards people. So super legit situation, obviously. That's you can't really do anything unless the dog actually goes after somebody, because that's just how that works, right? There's you can't have a red flag. A crime could be committed if there's not a crime actually being committed. That gets into red flag laws really, really quick. Chem fluid seems like it drops a lot more than in 7 already, so I feel like that's a balancing thing that I'm already a fan of. Interesting that the ring was already there. Anyone past the window if he sees them. Right, and that's just also dog things. Yeah, see, they're flies, and then they form a being. They're inherently flies, first and foremost. Ow. Yeah, they're also carnivorous insects. So, yeah, trigger warning for anyone that doesn't like these scarabs from The Mummy.
Slice your jugular and just watch.
No, that's weird.
Live, dead, which would you prefer?
No, don't be that way. Don't be like that. They are also very exothermic, I guess. Is that the word? I can't remember. What are lizards? Are they endo or exo? One is like I think we're what, endothermic, where we have our own body temperature, where lizards have to like lay in the sun. Because endo is in, exo is out, but I don't remember in which capacity they're used. June 9th, 1958 was my first day working the castle today. I was most shocked to see other staff were all women. Mr. and Dawes were very adamant that they wouldn't bite. It was just peculiar. 23rd, 1958. It's been 2 weeks since I started working the castle. I'm a little afraid. Another maid made a mistake, and Miss Daniela slashed her face with a knife. And at night, I can hear wailings of ghosts roam the halls. I want to go home. July 8th, I don't know what to do. The young ladies were complaining as it was too hot and stuffy during dinner, so I opened the window just a crack. Shut it now. They all shrieked at me in unison. I fear I may be taken down into the cell. I never to be seen of it again. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Yeah. And hence that being a telegraph for they don't like cold. Warm blood, cold blooded. Yeah. But endothermic, exothermic is what I was going for. I think those are big boy IQ terms. But obviously, I'm not big boy intelligent IQ because I totally forget which one is which. That's correct, assuming most likely it has a lot of PTSD from being used in military policing. I think that it was just an aggressive dog with a shitty owner in the past, which I'm not inherently against that, but clearly this dog is not receiving the attention that it needs, and that is therefore a problem. That's not fair to the dog. Sure, not fair to me, we can argue, but that's not fair to the dog. I wonder if she sees him right there. Because she also does lock the door. And the record player does stop. I don't know. I think she sees him. I would assume so. But it's one of those, like, that's not going to fix itself. Like, this has been an ongoing thing for months. I've lost sleep due to this dog. There's nothing I'm going to be able to do to fix it. I just kind of have to live with it and just say, like, yeah, if you hear barking, unfortunately, not a whole lot I can do. Would love if it was different, but unfortunately, that's not how that works. Endo means inside, exo reactions are absorb heat, while exo meaning outside emits heat. Okay, yeah, so humans are endothermic because we can regulate our own body temperatures realistically, right? However, we have... Oh, that flashlight always throws me off as weird because it pops in at the weirdest time. Exothermic would be a lizard having to sit on a rock. Oh, that's the shitter. I love it. What a weird... That's where I'm going to go with that. What a weird... Looks like you have just bullets. Like, I know they're supposed to be spikes, but they look like bullets just outside of the shell, right? Out of the casing. Alright, blood. Is the correct term for that a gibbet? I don't remember. I'm sorry, I'm actually not super well versed on medieval torture implements. I'm versed on a lot of things, unironically. I can talk about a lot of things. Like we talked about the reaction to Simon Whistler's Into the Shadow video on the Holodomor, right? Like, we can talk about that, and I can speak with some sort of, like, yeah, no, I've done a little bit of research. I've done a lot of research into some random things. That's nasty. That would smell awful. But there are certain things, such as... Well, I guess technically that's also not true, because Iron Maidens, I think those are a pop culture thing, right? More than anything. Like, I think they existed, but not to the capacity to think that Iron Maidens did exist, right? Candidates, Irina, Mihaela, Lois, Ingrid, Rejects... Dendora, Greta, Nandine, Camellia, Bianca, Milena, Astrid, Ludmilla, Rosalinda, Lena, Stefana, and Gabriella. So there are 4 candidates that look like they were actually legit. We don't see a... What is that? That's not a Kadu, is that? I would assume that would be intestine of some variety, but it's not suspended in a liquid. That might be a Kadu, actually. I've never looked at this is honestly just one of those places. I'm going through, and I'm looking at things that I don't normally look into. You have little syringes here. Cold-blooded are ectotherm, which is warm-blooded are called endotherm. Okay, so even then I had those wrong, right? Intestines most likely. That's what I'm thinking, but they're not suspended. But then again, nothing's preserved here. Like everything, like there's dried blood everywhere. Not exactly ideal lab conditions. Let's be real. Rolling rack, like equipment still has stuff on it. Should most likely she didn't, since she's more focused on her wine. I guess that's fair. You bring up a good point. That dude just... Once again, things that I honestly didn't even recognize. I didn't even see these 3 barrels. And I usually just beeline through the section. It's a really cool thing to just go back and see some of these things, honestly. Like, I'm having a great time. There are people who modeled all of this. People who planned this. Irina, robust appetite. Mihaela, robust appetite. Lois, robust appetite. Ingrid, unstable, overly avert at times. Wait a minute. Ingrid is the one with the necklace, right? The one that we find in the next few rooms. I think Ingrid's the one with the thing. So she rejected the Kadu, right? What was that? What do you mean? Stop that. I wonder if RE9 is going to be first or third person. I'm very interested to see what it ends up being. I honestly do have... Oh, actually, the Rusted Scrap now makes sense after doing the End of Zoe DLC. With John Marine Corps, the DLC. So I want to point out, she survived a magnum shot to the head. What does Gyrojet do? Wow, I love that. Man, this thing is funny. I've never used the Gyrojet in this game. Yeah, so it cracks open and then you insert it. But why do these things have so much health? That is actually a little obscene, though. That is actually obscene. Like, that is a lot of health. I actually kind of like the herb pickup system in this game. I think RE4 Remake, while it was a good remake, I think it actually went back. I actually kind of like this crafting system a little more now that I think about it. That is my hot take for the stream. I actually unironically think RE Village's crafting system and inventory system is strictly superior. I think we need a good parry mechanic. Here's how I would craft this, right? Like, we would have RE8's Village's crafting system. We would have RE4's parry system. We might have an option to do RE3's quick system, that little quick step system. I think we could craft a definitive experience here. Everyone has sickles as well. Both join the core during Nom. Right. Yeah, no, it was a really good DLC. I really enjoyed it. There was at one point I definitely had some issues with one of the Swamp Man fights. But I mean, it was one of those that I just had to like actually sit there and focus. I had to just tune out distractions for a bit. Yeah, I think resources being in a different inventory, I think that would do a lot. To this day, I limit that I can't pick up the sword. I'm also a little, I guess, confused. Man, they just keep coming up. That's okay. No, that was a different one. Crystal Skull. That one was Ingrid. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense now. Yeah. So Ingrid was the one that got rejected. The other three, I think, were the candidates, if I remember correctly, that became the three sisters. So she was a failed fourth sister, or attempted a fourth sister because she was unstable. If I'm reading that correctly. Like, yeah, herbs are plentiful and stuff like that. On villages, like, obviously I can go through herbs. Like, I will go through fucking herbs. Don't get me wrong, right? But, like, that's fine. Throw shit at me. That's why I'm on Village of Shadows, right? Like, I was taking damage and died earlier. 100%. That's why I play this, right? I'll play the higher difficulty with the infinite ammo. I will just play the game. Now I know there's people that can actually not infinite ammo this and go through this zero issue. I mean, they absolutely. I am not that good. In fact, I am arguably a dingus when it comes to games, if you will. Stop that. Yeah, this is why in RE2 and RE3 remake I was having issues because I'm so trained by RE4 remake, RE Village, right, to just hover over enemies to make sure they're dead.
I believe Cassandra caused all this mess.
Shit.
You're tonight's
Nope, that was the wrong way. That was the wrong direction.
Where are you going, little one?
That push though.
Bullets cannot harm.
And thus showcasing, if you didn't read, right, showcasing how you can defeat them.
You stupid man thing!
Ow. But why does she do less damage than fucking Varkalaxes, though? What is happening? Where am I? Where do I reside spatially? Right. No, I forgot about that. Nope. They added that. That is a Village of Shadows specific thing. I don't think those are supposed to be there normally. Yeah, but can we just talk about how... Look at that texture. Hey, can we just talk about how the Varkalaxes, just the regular everyday enemies, were doing a fuck ton more damage than her with her sickle? I guess it was a sickle, right? I guess there's a strength versus dex argument there. I mean, not die in Dead Space at any point was a nice challenge. I still got to go through the remake. I'm honestly just debating if I would just want to cheese it. I don't know. Like, Dead Space remake was a little rough for me, even on New Game Plus. The inability to find ammo and stuff make it a little hard for me to get the foam finger challenge. I already did my Dead Space time. I already got my Dead Space 2 DLC, or Dead Space 2 hardcore run. I already got the foam finger for that. That was kind of my crowning achievement. Pick up the ammo cell later. That's my sure. No, I do that too. That's why I'm keeping them in my inventory, because I'll just sell them. Because it's more cash down the line. If I remember correctly about the merchant from Village, I think if you sell, like you upgrade the Wolfsbane all the way, I think you can sell it for a fraction of what you invested. But not only can you sell it, I think that you can actually just buy it back fully upgraded, if I remember that correctly. One. 3 was the easiest. Oh, Dead Space 3. I just need to go through it. I need to get an actual VOD for Dead Space 3 out, and that'll be easy. Comparatively, at least. Another one was sent to the cellar. She had only spilled some soup. Everyone knows what happens when you're sent to the cellar. You're never seen again. They drain your blood. You're still cursed to wander the halls. Went to look for her. When I found her, she was just skin and bones and gnawing on a rat carcass. Actually, it'll be my turn next. I love the notes. You don't have to read the notes, right? But they add so much. But there could be an overabundance. Like, if there was a note every 5 feet, okay, probably an overabundance of that. Why are we not integrating it in the story better? But stuff like that that's completely optional and adds to the mood, I'm a huge fan of that in games. Huge fan of that in stories in general. Scrap. I actually don't remember what drops from what. I think these drops are static if I remember them correctly. Angel statue. Do I need the statue for anything? Maybe? Not in treasures. No, it is. Yes, it's in treasures. I like that it also says like valuable. Right, because that's supposed to be your tutorial to lockpicking. Let's see. What does RB do in this game? I don't see anything. Not quick turn. I'm playing on controller. Because LB's block, RB is seemingly unassigned? What am I missing? No, it's recover item. No, I'm just dumb. Never mind. Ignore me. I'm actually just dumb.
Correct me if I'm wrong, I found no notes or lore as to why Lady D and her daughters disliked men a lot. Do you remember by any chance?
I don't think there's a lore reason per se. I think that it's just their characterization. Maybe it has something to do with Lady D's past. I know she used to be she used to be some sort of actress or singer. I think she was a singer, right? Hence the era of outfit she wears. I honestly don't remember though. It's been so long. To me, it was never really characterized. Winemaking techniques of Castle Dramatres can be traced far back to the 15th century, long before the current occupants of the castle. Alcina Dramatres uses a legendary yet peculiar technique to enrich the wine's flavor intensity and bestow it with a thick bouquet. Wow, what was that pronunciation? I promise I could speak English. Do you speak English? No, I'm sorry. Best vintage is Sanguinus Virginis, meaning maiden's blood. It's kept in a special ornate bottle decorated with intricate silver flowers. Who just makes these contraptions? I want to know. Like what do you need? Like an architecture degree? I just want to know who does this IRL. Like, who makes these kind of things? Courtyard key. No, just keep speaking English. No, he's American, of course not. Exactly. It's literally the meme that Simon Whistler uses in Business Blaze. Or sorry, Brain Blaze now, yeah. Yeah, because it's no longer Business Blaze. I don't know. That was the best business YouTube I've ever watched, honestly. I do miss it being called Business Blaze. Allegedly. Oh my god, please don't. Right, and this showcases that you need to kind of run around so that way you can avoid it.
My throat, it's so dry.
No, you can't say that on VTube or Twitter. But yeah, it's the clip of the person asking the dude on the bike, you know, hey, do you speak English? And just in perfect actual English accent. It's just like, no, I'm sorry, I don't. Like, I feel that. I vibe with that, man. I get it. There used to be a pathing. I don't remember it anymore. I had a very particular way of how I pathed this. I think it's over here to the right, if I remember correctly. So this isn't going to be 100%. I'm going to try to get as much as I can. I don't remember enough about the run, though. Yeah, I guess, yeah, you could argue that she didn't see him there because the banister would have been in the way. You could make that argument. I think that's a very strong argument. Why do you thirsty moron? Exactly. I'm going to have to actually, when we cut over the VOD, probably after Castle Demetresque, I need to actually go grab some water, because I totally forgot to grab some before I started streaming. I'm also up way too early.
What have you done to my daughter?
Nice. Like how that just comes out of the blue. It's great. Oh my god, I used to be able to speedrun that. I used to remember how that actually fitted together. It's gunpowder. I don't really care. I'm not crafting ammo right now. Don't really care. God, what was it? I think that I think it's... What is it? I need to remember. I think it's rotate that way. What is it? God, I used to remember this. There's a thing on the wall. I'll just check it. I literally don't remember it. Women are blind to male advances, but the poor shall take their chances to give their lord the bounty sown, so that soon the wine may flow. Right. So I think it's like what? Everybody I think look towards woman, I think. Nah, because it'll click into place. It was actually fairly minimalistic in terms of movement. With what I remember, how I ran this in the past. Male advances, but the poor shall take their chances to give the lord their bounty. So maybe. Yeah, because that means the woman's not looking at them. Oh God. Oh, I used to remember this, and I'm a little upset that I don't remember this now. There's a logic to this. There 100% is. I'm just a dingus. There we go. Yeah, so it's the women look at each other. The peasants look towards the lord. The lord looks to the maiden. Yeah, I don't remember the logic there. There's logic there. Same club, and she said something to me in Spanish because she assumed I spoke it because of my last name. They replied in Spanish. I don't know Spanish. She was confused. Exactly. It's so good. Sometimes that is just the best way to do that. Yeah. I actually don't know if that's how I don't know if that's the actual consistency of red paint, quote unquote. I don't know if that's the actual consistency. I haven't seen it en masse. How could this happen to me? Made my mistake. Got nowhere to run. Hate it. Isn't that a song about drunk driving? Like, as memed as it is, pretty sure that's a song about the dude driving drunk. You wanna not be a weirdo? You wanna pop up? And I think she Gyrojet strikes again. I'm a little confused on the damage output of this weapon, if I'm being completely honest. It feels like it's great at physicsing things, but I don't know if it has actual staying power. It is really funny, though. Like, this is actually really funny. When people assume I speak Spanish with my last name, like I'm third-gen American, never had a connection to Mexico. What, you mean someone with the last name Herrera, like Brandon Herrera? You mean that inherently, because of their name, they're not going to speak Spanish? What a wild and reasonable thing to say on the internet. You mean that someone named Takahata does not inherently know how to speak like Spanish or not Spanish, Japanese? Someone named Lee Li doesn't know how to speak Chinese? Wow, what a novel concept. Shit's funny as hell. I would love Brandon Herrera. Hear me out. We need Brandon Herrera to just go through the Resident Evil games, and we need him to react to the firearms. Like, I want his opinion on this gyrojet. Like, how do we make this happen? Do I got to subscribe to, like, the Brandon Herrera OnlyFans? How does this going to work? Highest damage gun. Gyrojet is weak, but strips armor like a beast. Interesting. I didn't even think about armor potential on that. That makes a lot of sense. It's so odd to think that the Stake is the highest powered when the Wolf's Bane has less ammo. Usually that's the balancing point, right? Resident Evil 5, you have the... I don't remember how to get through this. Resident Evil 5, you have the Smith & Wesson 500, right? And that was the highest damaging gun in the game at 5,000. We're excluding the rocket launcher, obviously. We're excluding the Infinite RPG. But it was the highest damaging gun in the game at 5,000. And we're using the math from the official guide. Versus, I think it was like 2,000. I think it was like 2,000 or 2,500 from the Smith & Wesson 29, the original map, the one you find just at random. That one's pretty weak. And then you have the L-Hawk, which is like 3,000 damage. But it has, you know, like 7... it just popped on the surface. But you have like 7 rounds in the magazine because it's, you know, 50 AE. But then you get to Smith & Wesson 500, and its balancing point is a revolver with a crap ton of kick, and it doesn't have that much ammo in comparison. So that was the balancing point. It's kind of wild that the stake is actually just the best in this game. Kind of funny to think about. So with the Royal Armor, Gun Extra talked about the guns in video games, the actual guns compared to the models. Didn't they shit can the dude? I thought they fired him, or I'm thinking of another outlet, possibly. I thought GameSpot got rid of somebody. When Spaniards come into my job and talk to me in Spanish, and refuse to speak anything other than Spanish, when I tell them I don't speak Spanish, and they get hissy when things don't go fast enough. Sorry, I need a few minutes to understand what you want because I do not speak Spanish. I think that. So I was having conversations recently about the unique part of the unique brand of globalization that the world is at right now, where like I could move to a country like say Germany, right? And like me as a adult, I'm just like, okay, yeah, no, I should probably learn to speak German at a certain point, right? I should probably, in moving to a country, you know, learn what the country's about, learn the language, learn what, you know, local laws, you know, regulations, stuff like that are, right? You know, maybe we don't have the same kind of freedom of speech like in America, right? I don't know. That's literally part of the learning process, right? And I don't inherently go because, well, I'm going to move to, say, Germany, and I'm going to become a registered voter, and I'm going to make all these changes. No, like that, I feel that's the wrong way to go about it. But the unique part of globalization that we're at is anyone can effectively move everywhere for all intents and purposes. Obviously, you have some restrictions, right? Probably don't want to move somewhere like Burkina Faso, right? With current events happening. Hard sell for a lot of people, Central African Republic. But that's due to conflict that's happening there. But generally, if you want to move to Germany, if you're like North Korea, right, you need a special permission and or invitation to even go to North Korea, right? But I mean, if you want to move to something like South Korea, you want to move to China, even, you know, I'm sure there's the ability to do that, right? If I wanted to move to rural town in Spain, sure, probably have every ability to move to rural town in Spain, right? So the issue that arises, and this is just from a like looking at people thing, the issue that does and can arise, I'm looking for the ball, I think it's down here, is that you'll have people that move to an area, sometimes en masse, but they don't acclimate to the culture, right? So so eventually you have, I don't know, you have Johnstown, right? Johntown that just pops up in Germany over the next several years, right? But, you know, it's a bunch of Americans that end up not learning German. Is that necessarily fair to Germany? Is that fair to the Americans? And I leave this ambiguous because that is just a thing of globalization that a lot of people are going to have to think about. And there's not even necessarily going to be an answer, much less a good answer. Just things to think about, right? Things to think about. More of a speedrun utility tool, and I kind of dig it. Beating Village of Shadows, I was confused the gyro jet was so weak to be locked behind Village of Shadows, then I realized it counts as explosive so it can blow walls and armor. Interesting. Yeah, I bought the I haven't beat Clear Village of Shadows, so I bought the funny I give you $5, I receive all the funny DLC. I bought that. Also, they speak English in Maltese. I mean, like, it's interesting. Like, a part of what I do is not necessarily to, like, stoke conflict or stoke arguments, but because, like, I genuinely have these conversations. Like, I literally have had these conversations at, like, Denny's at, like, 2 a.m. with people. Like, that's the kind of conversation that I'm used to. The language of business, hence it's used everywhere. However, other countries have their own language. Obviously, they do everyday things with the country. It's like how English in America is unofficial language. Simply, we're just stubborn. Don't want to use English. Believe me, as a cashier, I've seen it on the receiving end. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm not opposed to learning other languages. In fact, honestly, like Japanese is one of those I keep vehemently saying I'm going to get to relearning. because Nihongo wa suki desu. Right? I actually really like Japanese. The issue is a time investment thing. That's just a save station. I don't think there's anything else here. No, there's nothing else there. But if I move to, say, Japan, right, I would be having there would be a conceded effort to learn Japanese. I totally missed your whole thing, Lance Corp. I totally missed them, sorry. American English, bad German, and worse Japanese. I feel that, though. I know just enough to get me in trouble. What, her reflection is losing frames.
Mother Miranda, I regret to inform you that Ethan Winters...
That's an engineism, it has to be.
That fool
Might be my
Heisenberg.
settings.
Because he is in my castle and has already proven too much for my daughters to handle. When I find him... No, Mother Miranda. Yes, of course, I understand the importance of the ceremony. I won't let you down. To hell with the ceremony! That man will pay for what he's done.
I do love her. She's such a great character. She not same as her vision, but I think there might actually be an issue with her vision. I don't remember. I don't think it's necessarily plot-based vision. There might actually be something with her Kadu that makes her vision not so great, but I don't have anything offhand that I can pull from for that. She is also angry and tunnel visioned. Yeah, that is also a thing. Old generous. Well, I don't know how much stock to put in this. Talking with my father, I guess there's a correct way to ask for things, especially in German, where if you ask, like, how is your day, if you ask in the wrong way, somebody will expect you to listen to, like, insert paragraphs here of how they're doing, versus kind of a, like, hi, how is your day? Oh, it's going pretty well. I don't know how much stock to put in that. That's at least allegedly what I've heard. But once again, it comes down to learning the language, learning the mannerisms, right? Learning how things function, right? Like, in Japanese, I could be like, Gakko ni ikimashou, right? Like, let's go to school, and it's just like iko, right? One of these is more formal, one of these is context based, right? Iko is just like, let's just go, right? Effectively, but it's more contextually based and less formal. It's informal. It's just about understanding the language. Real call my mother Miranda to decide the fate of the child's father, just thinking that the quote-unquote family meeting makes me shudder. Think I'm treated like a sister to those miscreants, especially Heisenberg. That riffraff with no proper manners, if it slapped in the face, would have sliced and riven. His mother hadn't stopped me. Why does she treat me the same as them? She gave me this castle of obedient daughters, everlasting life, did she not? Am I not her favorite? Am I not special? I need a drink. I feel that. I need a drink. Well, we should have made English our official language a long time ago. We should do it now. After all, you can't speak the local language without something certain, like, supposed to be every other country does it. I'm gonna have just no comment on that. Like, I think that delves into 3 different conversations in a trench coat, and I do not have the brain power for that. Not right now. Right. No, there's a thing that's hanging. Yeah. Because what sick fuck hides a key on? I guess, to be fair, I wouldn't have thought to look there initially. So who's the real shit poster? Who's the real meme at this point, right? And Warframe, go for it. Oh, hi.
Shit. There you go.
Oh, shit is right.
All this for a child who isn't even here.
What the hell do...
You ungrateful, selfish wretch! You come into my house! You lay your filthy man hands on my daughters! And now you even try to steal my property! How dare you!
It's like how the British go to hospital instead of go to the hospital. The hospital implies there's only one. That would make sense. You know, some men would pay good money for that, okay? Some men would pay absolute bank for that service. All I'm gonna say. The lighting on that box, probably one of my settings. That was pretty rough. Oh, all the secret shit. Exactly. Oh, man. Right. They changed this section. I forgot about this. I know they changed this a little bit. Yeah, I'm a little worried for this one. If I'm being completely honest, I'm a little worried. I like how they just neatly stack these like pyres-like furniture. Tomboy daughter, no comment. That's the one. But no, but Duck, do not remember. They're just they're not even actual humans. They're just a mass of flies. This definitely is a little Deus Ex Machina to me. Not that, but the fact that she comes from left field like that.
You'll be sliced to ribbons before you ever see the child.
Yep, that's the one. Yep, that's why I was worried. There's actually enemies here now. A severed hand, I love it. Then I have to wait for this thing to actually fucking open as well. Let me in! Let me in!
Where do you think you're?
I didn't think she would actually grab me. What the hell? I'm actually getting engine blocked by that. Interesting. That's by design because she's right in the middle of the floor. VOS changed it. It killed me a few times before I got the routing down. Yeah, no, I'm doing the lemming thing where I just go forward. That is not how you solve this. Yeah, like you are engine blocked there. I do disagree with it a little bit. I think that I disagree inherently on the being able, I guess unable to really respond. I think I got to the second daughter. I think I got to the daughter in the attic, and I think that's as far as I got on my initial VOS run. So, if anything, I will probably have to go back. This is also one of those things where you are, for all intents and purposes, just left defenseless, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but it definitely changes up the experience a little bit. I have no idea where I'm supposed to go from here. That's fine. Don't quick slap me and we'll be fine. Okay, the fact that you are still alive, though, is a kind of a problem to me. Nope, I got grabbed. Are you serious? You just sawed right through me. Yeah, not a huge fan of this change-up. I think this is one of those that it's definitely like this is definitely like ROM hack tweak difficulty, right? Like this is one of those things you'd expect in a wrong hat. She doesn't kill them either. Okay, that's what I was banking on, and that was what I did wrong. I was actually banking on her doing the Mr. X thing, where from the RE2, right, where he would just absolutely just hit a zombie. So that's where I went wrong. Make the area crowded. Yeah, like it is definitely a little crowded here. I think there's definitely some. That's RNG though. Like that was all RNG. That was pretty rough. Well, you know what? I didn't know she could go that way, so I'm not gonna look a gift horse in the mouth though. I didn't know she could actually cut through that. Which makes sense, she can. Give me 1 second. Thank you for the bits. Let me call you out in just a second. I need to actually leave this area really quick. There's one mask. Watching your reactions that you decided to follow. Enjoy the rest of your day. Hi, I appreciate that. Nobody that care. Really do appreciate it. And thank you for the bits as well. Like those, like that. I guess I'll just use the aloe vera? Question mark? That's not how that works. That's not how that works. 2 gates that opened up, hence why she appeared on the other end. That's so odd. Like, why do the gates open? Like, I know she can cut through metal. Like, it's showcased she can cut through metal. You also like that it healed his jacket, too. Like, there's still, like, a little rip in this. Like, there's still a little, like, rip, right?
This castle.
Through this castle is correct. Yeah, needless to say, not a fan of that change. There's definite pathing you have to do. That pathing is also subject to RNG, so just go in knowing that point. Yeah, I've stopped caring at this point. I'm gonna use the stake 100%. I tried to give it a fair shake, but yeah, that ain't happening. Yeah, that's fine. Run is definitely subject to RNG. Just temper your expectations going in. Oh my god, you spooked the crap out of me. Well, imagine hard scoping and just having something just like scree in your left ear or right ear. Like, good god. I know these end. I know there's an end to them. All right. You should be the Domitress key. Oh man, I don't remember the piano. I used to remember it. I used to remember so much of this game. It has been so long since I played this. I'm so glad I decided to play this now and not on my stream deck and then play it. Because this offers me a unique opportunity to play the game in a very interesting way. Yeah, so we're going to get the second Domitress key from the piano, I think. Please be aware that Mistress's lipstick is missing. If anyone finds it, they can return to the bathroom. It's custom made and therefore very expensive. Grand chambermaid. Don't think it could have kinetic powers. Or not kinetic, telepathic powers. Yes, kinetic, technically, right. 1 day since treatment. Their girls have stopped moving. They seem almost dead. Insect flew out of the eldest mouth that appears to be a common fly. 2 days since... This is the daughters. 2 days since treatment. All 3 bodies are covered in flies because the flies are consuming their flesh. When I opened a window, some of the flies dropped dead on the floor. It would seem the cold petrifies them. I quickly closed the window to avoid weakening the insects further. 4 days since treatment. All 3 bodies have almost been completely consumed by the insects. All is left is a dark, writhing, human-shaped mass of creatures. Just afternoon, the insects have started to change color. Those eyes turn pale, and those around the lips turn to deep crimson. 6 days since treatment. The fact that it takes almost an actual full calendar week, though. 6 days. So that means, as far as BOW production, probably not the best, right? Like the Plaga Type 2 from Resident Evil 5, being able to just be in, just shoved in someone's mouth in its mature form makes it easier for BOWs, right? Things like Kijiji to happen. This makes it very... And even then, there's the reason some of the hunters, like the hunter gammas in the sewers in RE3, I think it was, right? They were rejects because their mandibles were exposed. They had a weakness to fire. Even some of the hunter projects got rejected because they just... I talked about endothermic, exothermic earlier, right? I mean, they can't generate they can't generate their own body heat. Hi, Blizzard, how you doing? Surprise BattleNet jump scare. Oh, okay. I don't know what the hell that was, but sure, we're gonna go with that. 6 days since treatment, massive insects have transformed into human bodies again. All 3 girls awoke looking like newborns. A sense of bond between us, like mother and daughter. Or decided the names Bella, Daniela, and Cassandra. Right, so that makes sense. That's a thing. Apparently, I seem to have dropped out of stream for some reason. That's probably why BattleNet was giving me an issue. So we're gonna see if that reconnects or if I have to unplug something again. We'll probably have to unplug something again, as I generally have to. Wow, I completely missed that. No, it's fine. Stream's back. Yeah, I don't know. I like that the sword also calcifies too. That shit's funny. There it is. Yeah, the ball's in here. Right. I like that this is just a smashed version. Or I guess one under construction, maybe. Interesting. Yeah, if you're on stream and you're like, oh, hi, Kip, what happened? You're back. Yeah, I for some reason, my internet just kind of died. I got, jump scared by BattleNet. Come on now. I might disconnect for a second time. Let's go. Nope, no, I think I finally reconnected. Yeah, Twitch being weird. Twitch being weird. Welcome back. Hi, it's good to be back. Yeah, I got BattleNet jump scared, as I was saying, and I realized that I had completely, I had completely just disconnected from the internet because, I don't know, reasons. So one of the good things, and that's the thing, is my playtime was uninterrupted. It feels so good to play a single-player game that is not connected to a multiplayer server, or is not connected to a server, like a live service server. It is, oh, dude, it is such a nice change of pace. Such a nice change of pace to not have to be like, but I'm playing single player and then get kicked from a server. I literally don't, oh god, you're talking to the wrong person. It's been a while since I've had to read music. It's probably, no, there, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1. This is actually a throwback to RE1, isn't it? 1, 2, 3. Because Jill had to play the piano, right? Jill, master of unlocking things. I mean, that wasn't bad. Anyone can get into that. You just have to figure out where your reference point is and understand how sheet music works in a broad sense. Even then, you could just brute force the puzzle. Like, it's not bad. That was actually really, yeah. That could have been a lot worse. I think that is definitely approachable to pretty much damn near anybody. Took music for a few years, never really stuck with it. Played violin for a couple years, went to bass, and didn't enjoy bass. Running Village of Psychos, Kip. We're trying to. We're going through with Funny Guns. I don't remember if she takes damage or not. I actually don't remember. I'm used to Mr. X now, so she's kind of throwing me off. What if I think I stunned. I think I stunned her momentarily. It's Iron Insignia Key. She takes no damage. That doesn't surprise me, honestly.
So you finally came. I don't want to die.
Right, this Domitress doesn't come in here for some reason, right? I guess it's because this is a boss room. It would be really that's a Majora's Mask texture. Oof, that looks like the Dead Hand. Well, Majora's Mask being Ocarina, obviously. Nope, nobody that cares. Thank you for the sub. I do appreciate that. Wow, that was a thing. In case it cut out my thing earlier because I disconnected, thank you for the bits as well. I do appreciate that. She takes no damage. She could not take damage. I could see that. Okay, yeah, so she was pretty... Yeah, no, I got to the third daughter. I got to the one in the attic. That was the one I just stopped doing. It was an old Kip run. That's fine. The audio would have been scuffed anyways. There was definitely some scuff to that stream, if I remember correctly. What else do we have in here? Acid gun they made. That's the one. As it turns out, just what is this thing chambered in? Not 1911. I do like that you can get infinite ammo for pretty much anything, though. I did like this as a feature over things like in the RE2 remake. If somebody knows what this is, tag me in Tacticute, please. I kind of want to know what this is and what this is chambered in, as well as obviously this is with a the magazine is obviously like different, right? That's just an extended magazine. I don't know what this is or what this is chambered in. Seems interesting. Seems pretty meme even. Definitely missing something. I think it's on the shelves. Oh, the gun I could probably tell you. It's called the Stake. Just S-T-A-K-E. I don't know what it's based off of. Remember, like they have to call like it's the L Hawk, right? Not a Desert Eagle. Nobody care. Thank you for the bits again. I really do appreciate that. I really appreciate it. I've been trying to stream a lot more as well. Like I like doing. Well, I did some React content. We had the Iron Mouse one go live today, but I also have we did Habitual Line Crosser and stuff last night. I also did as well for the because I keep mentioning it in videos. Sharblin, thank you for the sub. I appreciate that. I've mentioned it in videos. The Holo de Mor, a very serious event that happened in modern history.
Come here.
Well, I say modern, past 80 years, right? 80 to 100 years.
How much do you plan on annoying me?
Exactly enough. We did a reaction to Simon Whistler and the Holodomor. So for those that don't know, we have a reaction coming up to that.
No sign of Rose.
I'm so sorry it turned out that way. Well, you'll find your way to her once you're out of this castle. Do you have need of anything for the road ahead?
I need to do the funny game. The funny. I think the ball was kind of it was a cool concept. I feel like this was in much the same way as there were a lot of just examine things in Resident Evil 7 that were just like examine for the sake of examine, right? This definitely felt like one of those like showcase things for how the engine works, right? Which I actually really like. I really like that they kind of did this because it did showcase what the engine is capable of in a very, very cool way. Some of these get a little frustrating. If I remember correctly, the Moreau one I think got was it the Moreau or the Heisenberg one? I think one of them got really frustrating. Shooting Tatkip, thank you. But it's stuff like this. Like I get to learn about like the stake, and I get to like learn about 1911, like Resident Evil 4, right? How it's got the big tubular sight on it, the big tubular laser. The like Terminator, I guess, had it. Like Schwarzenegger. He had it in Terminator. Just the big F-off laser sight tube, right? Skull.
Welcome.
I like that Domitreska's out there just waiting. Just patiently waiting. Really funny, actually. Ingrid's necklace. Crimson Skull. Do not sell my lockpicks. I've had those across several games. Do not sell those lockpicks. First aid. Handgun, handgun, handgun. Shotgun. Sniper. WCX. Pipe bomb.
Aha.
So cool. Semi-automatic Magnum chambered in 50 Magnum. Good God. Big guy. Got it. The Dragoon looks interesting. I guess it's kind of AK-ish, right? It's got that banana mag. Well, the magazine isn't inherently, right? It's not inherently that. It looked kind of AK-ish. Kind of, maybe? VZ61 Custom. That is gun of all time. I totally forgot the Samurai Edge was in this game. I totally forgot that. It's the actual the AW1 model 1 from 7. Forgot they brought it over. Yeah, so hold up. The Wolfsbane that's a really cool shotgun actually. I forgot we have this one. This monstrosity. It's so good. Totally forgot some of these things. Like some of these things exist. So that's the hand cannon. That's the Wolfsbane. Wolfsbane is 2,900 plus 200, so that's about 3,100 damage. Versus Stake, which is 4,500. Just actually the best gun in the game. Got it. Over Metal Gear. Nice, nice. I wanted to pick up some of the airsoft, like we saw in the Kendo Customs channel, right? How there were the Resident Evil type airsofts. Those would be really cool to pick up. But they're definitely going to be expensive. Kind of got that Mr. X kind of soundtrack going on. That subtlety. I'm trying to remember what I need to fucking shoot. I think it's the bell. Yeah, it's the bells. I need to shoot 5 bells. Right. They're cool, but not cheap. Right, and that's kind of the thing, is that they're definitely not going to be cheap. So, definitely not on a budget. I don't know. Firearms content has been really odd over on Tacticap. Like, anything Brandon Herrera, generally without fail right now, is getting demonetized. Which, sure, I can complain about. I can be like, oh, this is unfair. But instead, I'm just going to use this as an opportunity to be like, look, if you like Brandon Herrera, you should definitely go ahead and watch his original content. Because if I'm getting demonetized, he is absolutely most certainly getting demonetized. And that's not fair from a YouTube standpoint, in my opinion. That's not fair when he is actively trying to be the difference and he's actively trying to be someone who is smart with firearms. That is very different than things I've seen on YouTube Shorts. So, I mean, I get it. YouTube is wanting to have their, you know, we want to make sure we're being advertiser friendly and stuff, but there are correct ways to hold firearms. There are correct ways to use firearms. And I'm going to stand by that principle. 5 bells of the chamber ring out. Right. Airsoft gun was Samurai Edge. That's so cool, Duck. Like, that's actually fucking great. Yeah, I want this. I want this inventory system back. This would be so cool. I think 4 Remake needed it. I think 4 Remake needed to do it. If we're going, I want the parry system though. If the parry system was added to this instead of the block, so third person mode instead of block but add the parry, I think this would be a perfect game. I think this would be a solid 10 out of 10. But I also just never really liked the I unfortunately never really liked the just couldn't get into it. I just couldn't get into the whole the block thing. Just wasn't my cup of tea. Division 2 grind because why not play a game with funny weapons? I mean, I was playing the Division 2 for a bit with Nemwe. It's a solid game. Just the grind is just, it wasn't where I wanted to be. So is this thing actually 50 Magnum? So I was like, I'm like, this can't be actual like 50 BMG, right? Or 50 AE. I saw it. I had to. I played on a console. I think I actually can. No, I'm good. I'm not a huge fan of the grind. Like, I'm sure if like, I also have so many other things that I have to grind, right? There's something called the Dagger of Death Flower somewhere in the castle. It's apparently an antique from the Middle Ages that's coated with a concoction of poisons from across the continent. Said to have been crafted to kill demons and monsters. Sounds fascinating, but no one knows where it is. I think this would be really cool. I thought this was a really cool kind of MacGuffin. Well, I don't think it's necessarily a MacGuffin. But, like, you deal with it in Domitress Castle, and you don't really do anything after the fact, right? And it obviously gets lost reasonably when we get to the end of this. I think it'd be really cool to have something similar to that. I think that was a really cool thing to add. Chance crit damage, rifle builds to the best in Division 2. That would sound like it'd be really fucking spicy, actually. But yeah, I mean, I play things like Diablo. I play things like Final Fantasy 14. I'm going to be playing RuneScape Leagues for OSRS, right? Like, I have plenty of things to actually play. I cannot add things like The Division on top of it. And even then, I'm already stretching myself just getting back into RuneScape 3 or Lord of the Rings Online into it. Resident Evil's been a game I've always just played, though. It's always been a series that I've played. And I enjoy it thoroughly every time I play it. Because it mixes the campy with the anatomy, physiology, with, over-the-top plot lines. So I enjoy it every single time I run through it. I hear you. It's interesting that their tongues are elongated. I guess you might be able to draw an L-I-C-K-E-R-S comparison to them. Unironically, starting with... Oh, I was trying to start with the feet. No. I was trying to do the Roanoke thing. Yeah, she wasn't... She wasn't supposed to land there. I broke your immersion, chat. You're welcome. I broke your immersion. I've also just ended up dropping. Like, I actually uninstalled Destiny recently. As much as I want to raid, like, getting a static together is just, it's just not my cup of tea. Not really feeling the new dungeon. Yeah. I would just rather play, unironically, would rather just play Resident Evil. What's good? Oh, just hanging. We're, going through on, Village of Shadows difficulty. Full wing. I do like the straight mag, though. I think the straight mag on this actually goes really fucking hard. What is that? What is that chambered in? That's probably... What, 308? I'm trying to think about that. No, what is this chambered in? That doesn't feel like 308. Having to remember. So 556. I'm having to use my fingers. 556. 762. I could see it being 762. It's hard to tell for me from this position. Yeah, I guess 762 308 approximately would work. Yeah, I could see that. What is that trigger system? What the hell is that? If I can actually fucking rotate it correctly. So what is that, the safety? What is that? So there's the trigger, but there's this little like weird thing behind it. I don't know what that. It looks like a zipper, like the end of a zipper. Yeah, it's a French sniper. What is that? This thing is just an enigma. It's so interesting to me. Got him. Is that the safety? That's interesting. It's so interesting that their arms just have all that muscle growth. It's interesting that we got wings out of that. Wonder if that's a Kadu thing or what that is. Well, obviously Kadu thing, right? But I wonder like what caused that mutation specifically. That is the end of the zipper, right? You're like, damn it, Kip. Why do you say things? It's not what it is. But why does what you say, why is it based in some form of weird, like, logic? I think there's one that pops right in front of me. Maybe? I used to remember all the spawns. I played this game, as I said, about 6 times. Like, I got to know where most of the spawns were. But I've been playing over a month. Warframe kept me busy, and with WoW Anniversary currently running. Warframe 1999 coming out next month. PoE 2 EA, so like I don't have time or motivation to play D2 again. Exactly, right? Destiny 2 Final Shape snatched, and I agree with the sentiment. They snatched defeat from the jaws of victory. And I just have too many other things to do with just to do with the time I have, right? That's just the unfortunate reality. There's just so much that I want to do that isn't sitting in Destiny 2 trying to grind a sniper rifle that isn't even like sniper rifles. Just they need a little more help. They need a little more assistance to really get where I feel they're going to be doing good. I mean, then you're like, well, you grind it because you want to make sure that you're ahead of the curve. Yeah, but hear me out. I could play Resident Evil. Could also be based on the Wildy Survivor, used in movies like Desperado and Death Wish 3. Production uses 457 Wildy Magnum rounds. How much are we talking per round? Sounds expensive. Huh, sounds like not NATO standard. Sounds like that's going to be expensive. Be doing something with my overwhelming knowledge of firearms. You can. I mean, so YouTube and Twitch and stuff like that, like guidelines are one of those things you got to watch out for, right? I mean, it just depends what you want to do with it, right? You could have a blog. You could use it to educate others. Like, there's a number of things you could do with the knowledge. It's just up to what you can really do. Or, hear me out, Duck. You could apply for and become. You apply to some sports store and become John Firearms Counter. You could become just actual John Firearm. For the next like a dragon game. I don't know what I'm looking forward to this year. I've already bought enough. Like I bought Stalker 2, which I'll play at some point. I don't know. I don't know what I'm looking forward to at this point. Kind of just vibing. Just here. Oh, it's not as modifying for stupid shit that work. YouTube would hate you. They are notoriously against any sort of taking down and modification of. Oh shit! God, that actually fucking scared me. Any form of. Yep, that's the one. Bro! What do you mean? Give me a second. I need to actually get out of this. I had to use 3 to get out of that. That was bullshit. Oh my god, Monster Hunter comes out, right? No, I got actually body blocked there. That was actually kind of wild. That was not the door. I was totally saying something. I totally forgot what I was saying. Modification of firearms, yeah. I think YouTube right now is just cracking down on any sort of modification of firearms. Which, I mean, I don't know. I'm so mixed on it. Because on one hand, if you're being an idiot, you're being an idiot. But on the other hand, if you are quite literally, like, doing your best, right? Like, why should that matter, right? Like, why should someone like Brandon Herrera be punished because just random on YouTube Shorts is doing something stupid with firearms, right? Hold people accountable. Make sure you we we call those idiots out. This one's the 1, right? Joy is 1. Yeah, so it's like what? Joy, anger, one side. What is sorrow again? Sorrow is 2? That was pretty pixelated. Fuck off! I was trying to pre-prep this so that way I didn't have to fucking deal with her. You know, set up for recording and same shit for streaming. Yeah, there's definitely a, I mean, like, I definitely have fucking things in my setup that I can use, but I dropped $200 on Amazon recently. So speaking of Amazon, right? Like, dropped $200 on Amazon recently. I needed to get an overhead sliding thing so I could put my camera on it and do top-down shots, right? Like, something that I just needed to do, and I have enough that I want to do it with, right? But I mean, stuff like that's expensive. It adds up over time, right? I mean, there's a reason that I have credit card debt and stuff again, right? Like, yeah. And don't get me wrong, like, finances definitely hurt, especially when you do, like, because I do it for a living, right? But I've been off for like the past 3 weeks effectively. I've done jack all for React content, and everything is generally, but everything I've done is until last night has just kind of been like, backlog, right? It's definitely its own strain and its own stressor. That's why I vibe so much with just being able to hang out with people and do stuff. Okay, how does this work? I need to actually figure out how this works again. Now I need to destroy the wall.
I was worried my sisters had gotten to it first.
Oh, you can just gyrojet that. Wow. That eliminates the need to use the pipe bomb. Because normally you have to path around her. That was interesting. Huh. Wow, that's pretty tech, not gonna lie. I'm a huge fan of that. Yeah, because you have a lockpick here, you got pipe bombs here. So you're supposed to path around the area, and you're supposed to throw a pipe bomb to hit that, and then it explodes, and then you're able to take her out and do some damage. Huh. Interesting. That was pretty cool. Thank you. Oh, no, I thought you shot that down. Right. Oh, yeah, this was the funny, it's the RE7 shotgun where you have to replace it with, like, the toy shotgun, right? Where you have to go into your, not treasures, you have to go into your key items. Mask of... I hope we see a lot more of this. Like, I hope in a Resident Evil 1 remake, we see, maybe not to the degree RE1 is, like RE1 remake, right? I hope we see, like where you have to analyze, like, everything, but I hope we see more key items like this, because there's so many cool interactions like this. And then you take the animal skull, and then you place the animal skull here.
Okay.
I like it. I like the system. Like, going back and playing Resident Evil 1, which I've done the first part. So, like, the first part of that series is currently being uploaded. But we are breaking towards this because I said I wanted to do some Village of Shadows. I wanted to make sure to actually play Resident Evil Village first, because I hadn't in a hot minute. I don't know, it's just one of those things that I looked at and was just like, huh, interesting. Joy. I'm missing so many things. Oh, no. Ooh, I did not like that. Is she downstairs yet? Sold out some more. Oh my god, dude. Moreau is probably the worst boss for me.
Entire bloodline of House Domitresk is done.
Yeah, needless to say, she heard that. Well, Kip, you shot 762 into her wall. Yeah, needless to say, she heard that. Oh, man, I don't even remember where all the secrets are anymore. I used to get most everything on every playthrough. I got the ball. I think that's all that really matters on this one. I got the funny ball. Funny ball. Got Crimson Crystal Skull. Everything's Gucci. Everything's bueno. Mask of pleasure. Right, because it's what? Pleasure, sorrow, joy, pain, I think. Or not? Yes, okay, never mind. It just takes a while to open. Which means you have to juke her. Okay, let's see if they changed up her fight for Village of Shadows. Big upset and body blocking. That was some horse shit. Like that body block was rough. Interesting that. Yeah, I guess being in the chapel would make sense. I like that she entombed, because this is the guy that tried to take the dagger, right? Didn't she entomb him here? Like there's the whole backstory of him using the dagger or having the dagger, which I really like that design. I don't know what that's French maybe? I don't know. It almost say German, but that's not correct. Yeah, now I got stabbed a 4th time with her body blocking me. Yeah, and it's just gone. I feel like that could be recovered. Like BSAA just recovers that shit. I feel like that could play if you like a role in like the funny rounds from Art or I'm Not a Hero. Like that could be just new version of that. She's kind of RNG too. I would just throw Ethan into the actual ravine. Throwing Ethan into the ravine would make sure that he doesn't actually do this again.
Looks like your outside matches your inside.
Yeah, I think her hitbox is there, if I remember correctly. Yeah, so you can get off some pretty big hits, but she can also just kind of fuck off and fly around behind a pillar. Yeah, I need to run from that. Ow! So she can ram you, and the insects can multi-hit you. That is actually really good to know. Okay. Yeah, so that's just a death sentence.
Looks like your outside matches your inside. Son of a bitch.
I'm gonna get off that many hits. I wonder what the strat is. I'm assuming you want to stay inside the towers. Yeah, you're probably going to want to stay in the towers so that she does not get to just go free real estate on you. I can't tell if she takes damage from her body or not. I don't think she does. You wanna not do that? She has a actual metric ton of health though. So I guess they can't get in that alcove. Am I about to eat my? That's just a Ripper Swarm from 40k. It's just a chat. When do Ripper Swarms start flying though? Ow. Cool, you can animation cancel that. When they turn into Flamagants. I love it. I love everything about that. I didn't know those existed. So she's in her back half. No, I think that's actually it. Yeah, because animation locked me out of that. It locked me into this animation. Well, at least she grabbed me out of it. Like, she actually grabbed me so I clipped out of her. You want to fucking not?
Don't be shy. Show me your terror. Time to die. I'll eat you up, every last morsel.
I want to point out, strongest gun in the game, by the way. 4,500 value for damage.
You'll never see your rose again. Succumb to your despair.
The irony that her wing broke his fall. At least enough. I'm trying to remember, why was she considered imperfect again? Why was Domitress considered imperfect? There was some condition, some interaction she had with the Kadu that she was imperfect. Just actual crystal dome. You know some
cursed.
You know some eccentric sick fuck is gonna buy that and have it in his goon cave, right? Look, I'm gonna say what we're all thinking. Some eccentric somewhere is gonna buy that. I don't get the whole process behind this. I think this wasn't really explained super well. Like, I guess Rose was crystallized, I guess. And then she was separated, but once again, like, I don't know. To be fair, Ethan can survive with, you know, half his hand, but he's also just mold. Thinking way too hard about it. I don't think I can... I thought I could do that. There should be a secret coming up, I think. Maybe? That's empty. That's a typewriter. There was a well, like, after Domitress Castle. I don't think you could get back to if you missed it. That's what I was trying to go for. Oh, yeah, there it is. Oh, no, never mind. You can do that, actually. You can come back here. Right. Because you have to have the crank, which I don't remember where you get. I think it's... I don't know. I get it eventually. I think I actually had to shoot that, or at least knife it. I hope they bring knifeable locks back in RE5. Like, we had those in RE4 Remake, right? RE5 Remake would be really cool to have those. Fimsh! That's not a Fimsh. That's corned beef. Fimsh! Where is it? Where did the Fimsh go? What's happening? Oh, it's in there. Okay, it's a 2x1.
Hear our voice together as one in reverence. We call on thee within the endless dark to live as the midnight moon rises on black wings.
She dialogue canceled.
The light at the end. In life and in death, glory to Mother Miranda.
Hey, remember me? I almost died up at that castle. Tell me, what is going on around here?
How can a man be almost dead? That's a question for the wise.
It's called depression.
You know what I mean.
Next question.
And I still haven't found Rose. Where did Mother Miranda take her?
You're too late. Or maybe almost too late. The child will be sacrificed, life for life.
What kind of sick medieval shit is this? She's just a baby.
Hey, Umbrella in the background, right?
Crests of the 4 bloodlines may open the path you seek.
Will you please stop talking in riddles?
No, never.
I just want to find my daughter.
How the Fae work.
It's only a riddle if you don't know the answer.
Thanks, I hate it.
Wait a second. That looks familiar.
Yeah, no, we've seen this in all other Resident Evil games. Yeah, just you know. yeah, it's the fountains that Simmons and RE6 fell on. Yeah, definitely no other instances in the series does this ever come up. No, sir. No, definitely not the origin story of Resident Evil, as it were. But I digress. If you're on the VOD channel, we're gonna cut that there, and I will see you in the next one.